Mount Dora. For more information, cityofmountdora.com.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgagguydon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Remember when COVID flipped the car business upside down? Back then, high demand and low inventory drove prices through the roof. Now, many people owe more on their trade-ins than they're worth, so getting top dollar matters more than ever. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade, so you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Visit GreenwayKias.com during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinance. Expires 12/7/25.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
If you've been thinking about upgrading your windows or patio doors, now is the perfect time because Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sales event is here. For a limited time, get 20% off all replacement windows and patio doors. And here's the really big news. Buy now and pay nothing for 2 full years. That's right, 0 down and 0 payments until 2027. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact Windows and Doors are built for Florida homes, engineered to handle heat, humidity, and hurricanes while helping you save on energy bills year-round. And with their Smart Sunglass, you'll enjoy natural light while reducing heat loss and boosting your comfort. William agrees and says our horizontal slide window from Renewal by Anderson is beautiful. The quality rises above the rest. Their installation is very professional, a very good experience. I recommend Renewal by Anderson. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to see all the beautiful products they offer and check out their hassle-free process in 4 easy steps. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with 0 down, plus make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with 0 down, plus no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now. Limited term financing on approved credit, 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Orlando.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. M-O-N-E-Y. That's money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Monday, November 10th, 2025. Lots to get to today, from a massive airport nightmare to a mysterious fireball spotted in the sky, and Trump drops some pardons and watches an NFL game. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Monday?
Woo! I have been better.
Oh, no, not good?
¿Qué pasó? It's a little case of something more than I think the Mondays. I think, just...
What happened?
You hungry ovaries?
No, not hungover. Just some digestive things are working their way through me.
Oh, my God. At work? At iHeart HQ right now?
Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully it's buttoned up. But yesterday was, it was an adventure.
Oh, it was like your 9/11.
That's one way to put it. Absolutely, yeah.
God.
Was it your 9/11?
Were you just strapped to the toilet all day?
I couldn't be too far from one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. You poor thing.
Do you know the culprit?
There are some guesses.
I would love to hear.
Can you blame it on anybody firmly? Because that's always nice. You're like, you son of a bitch.
Oh, me. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
That's not fun.
There were some, I made a nice dinner for us, for Ashley and I.
Not
we were
so
celebrating our 5-year wedding anniversary. That was on
anniversary.
Friday.
Okay.
And,
so you tried to poison yourself because 5 years was enough.
Friday night, we didn't have as much time, so I made just marry me chicken because I thought it was cute. And then Saturday night, when I made the actual dinner, it was turned into please don't divorce me potatoes because they were undercooked.
And right in the middle was food poisoning.
For me, she's fine.
Tough. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's tough. I hate that that's happening to you today. I hope it doesn't pop up during the show.
I do too.
If it does, if you see C-Lane just like a cartoon character start running in place and then a little smoke trail or some kind of trail from here to the bathroom, not a good time. But let's start off as we always do. Let's kick off the week by putting our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to the boxing ring, baby. Yeah, that's right. Who doesn't like a little boxing action out there? And there are about 10 things that I absolutely love about this clip. I could honestly do probably an hour on this clip, but it's only a 15-second clip, so we will not stretch it out for that long. But I want to present it to you.
I'm ready.
All right, this is a boxing fight that went down this weekend, and one of the people who was boxing was B-Dave, who doesn't know B-Dave, and the other one was Rod Stewart's son. All right. Rod Stewart, the singer and performer.
A boxer.
He's a boxer now, and he's also a boxer with cornrows because I don't know why not. All right,
There's no cultural appropriation in UK.
Can I tell you my favorite thing about this is what the thing that says the fighter's name? It says Rod Stewart's son. It doesn't even say his name. They don't.
Wait. Even. Are you sure his name just isn't like Rod Stewartson and they accidentally typo a space in there?
I mean, it's a good question.
Listen how this went down. Here we go.
Unafraid of the power. Oh! And down goes Sean!
He knocked him out.
Flatlines. Rod Stewart's
He's like,
son
did I do
in
that?
round one.
Papa.
Ben, he should have been afraid of the
All right, quite the victory celebration there, just in case you missed it, because there are a lot of ways to celebrate a victory. This is not what I've seen, and I just absolutely love. Down goes Rod Stewart's son. You don't even get a name. You are just Rod Stewart's son.
Unafraid of the power. Oh! And down goes Sean! Beat Dave! Flatlines! Rod Stewart's son in round one.
What the?
Ben, he could have been afraid of the power.
There's a bit of a celebration.
It's a bit too much.
It was an air oral thing that he was doing to really drive the point home, I guess, that he won. I don't know what kind of power move this is.
Thorough job, too.
It's an A job.
On that airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He really, it looked like there was some sort of familiarity with doing this for this young gentleman.
I don't know.
Who,
He looked
by
like
the
he was
way,
giving it an Indian rug burn a little bit.
one of the top comments was, this guy looks like the bully in every 90s movie, and he so
He really does.
Like some punk kid with like his hair's too long and he's going to bully the kids in class and shove them in a locker or something, but he's not really cool.
It doesn't help that he's beating up somebody who they won't even say his name.
Rod Stewart's son.
They said Sean.
Spelled
S-E-A-N. But I mean, they won't even put the kid's name on the on-screen graphics.
No, that's tough. That's a tough life, and I don't know how much this boxing agency here is paying them for this, but it's a tough life. And he got knocked out. He really did drop like an absolute paperweight there.
Unafraid of the power.
Oof.
Oh! And down goes Sean! Beat Dave! Flatlines! Rod Stewart's son in...
Is it the Blues Clues guy in his corner over here? Right here? Oh, no, that's just, he's got a shirt that looks very much like it. Okay. I thought, because I didn't know how wacky this boxing league was getting.
We just got a knockout. What we gonna do?
That would be a good gimmick. I'd be down for it.
It's very curious to me that Rod Stewart's son didn't go the, other rock star, very popular musicians route of like, once you die, we'll take over your place.
Yeah.
He was like, now, Papa, I'm going to do my own thing, and that is get my ass kicked in the boxing.
Yeah, and he looks a lot bigger than the guy he's boxing, B-Dave. Right? He looks
barely
bigger.
saw him.
Yeah, he didn't do much. It was like 4 seconds and bam, right down in the ring he goes. Rod Stewart's son is down. His boxing career in shambles. I don't even know what to do from here.
This was his debut.
This might be the last.
This was his debut. Yeah. He's already being roasted by the AI. It says, Rod Stewart's son, Sean Stewart, had a brief and unsuccessful boxing debut. At a Misfits boxing event, he was knocked out by opponent B-Dave within 13 to 20 seconds of the first round.
Shut up, that was 13 seconds in.
B-Dave, an influencer boxer, walked out to Rod Stewart's music, adding to the irony of the quick knockout.
No.
Good God. What happened to boxing? Remember how boxing used to be like this respected institution?
It's not getting the money that weird-ass celebrity boxing does.
Oh, there's so many things about this 15-second clip that just do it for me, but I think that's it for him. I think it is. I don't know about B-Dave's career. I'm not here to weigh in on that. I just know Rod Stewart's son. Dad's got to be at home going, what is this? This is worse than Chet Hanks. This is literally worse than Chet Hanks. The only thing worse than this right now is the situation at these airports in the United States of America, okay? I'm looking at the misery map. There's literally something called the misery map, which shows airport delays and cancellations on FlightAware.com. And
I thought it was just directions to your house.
The misery map from FlightAware shows all of the big airports.
I thought it was just a.
Oh, you still going?
I thought it was just a little pin drops of every toilet that I destroyed yesterday.
If we keep going here, do you knock me out and then feign oral sex over my body on the ground? Is that where we're going?
No, perform it for real.
Might as well, right?
People would pay money for that, gentlemen. Christmas is coming up.
You can like hover over all these airports and see how many delays and then how many things are impacted by it. And it's bad. It's 593 delays and 400 cancellations in the last couple hours alone. At ORD is one of the major airports that is having issues right now with.
Which clearly is
just an ordinary airport.
It's Chicago O'Hare.
Oh, is it? Why would it be ORD? O'Hare Regional?
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know. O'Hare and Midway are the big airports there. It looks like O'Hare in Chicago is suffering. Maybe not so much from Midway, at least at the moment, but it's just a disaster out there for a lot of people. And it's getting to the folks. You know, the folks who are going to the airport, I don't think they're traveling for Thanksgiving just yet, but they're starting to get into the big travel season here, and they are melting down. And at the Orlando airport, for example, I'll take you there. At the Southwest counter, I've been to this exact gate probably a dozen times. Like, I've literally stood right here a whole bunch of times. And at gate 125 at MCO, the Orlando airport, some woman who was upset that I think her flight got delayed for the third time just starts melting down. Melting down. Not like this. This lady is like, I can only play so much of this. I got to skip forward a little bit. But,
ready to dump.
Yeah, stand by it. Here we go. Two planes? Two flights?
2 flights wasted. 2 flights, 3 planes.
All right, she's chasing the Southwest employee away from
left
the
his
gate.
desk?
Yeah, and for the record, where's the security? There's no security.
Remember, they're on bicycles. So it
she
might take a minute.
smashed all of the monitors at the Southwest terminal there. She started smashing them and hitting them, and then now she's following the guy.
45 minutes.
This guy doesn't know what to do. He's just walking around. He's like,
is it a joke? Call the police.
Call the police.
For who?
The lady goes, for who? Call the police for the guy that you're berating right now?
The security sucks.
The security sucks,
Yeah,
he said.
and then other people just walking by.
Yeah.
They're just like, this one dude's like, I've got a plane to catch, but I'm not late. So he's just going to meander calmly through the chaos.
The Southwest gate agent is now, he's over by Delta or something. He's defected. Yeah, he's like, it's not that important to me. None of this is that important to me. This woman is melting
Above
down.
my pay grade.
She goes back over to the Southwest.
No, it's not your brother. It's not your brother that you need to go disconnected, right?
Don't know what she's saying
I
here.
can't hear it.
Tell your brother you need to go disconnect it.
Smashing the signs.
Lady, so you never want to fly again.
No, that's no fly list, right? Is that no fly list?
Absolutely.
Wait, hold on. Can you get no fly list if you're not flying?
I mean, she's going to be arrested. That's definitely.
She should be.
I don't know the charges, but damage has been, done to all of their property.
Let's get simple here. If you are in a plane and you cause chaos in the air, 100% they could put you on the no-fly list.
Yes.
If you are in the airport and you cause the chaos in the terminal, still no-fly list? I have no idea what the answer to that question is. Maybe no matter what. Maybe like once you're past TSA, maybe you're just like in the airport. So all of that counts. I'm not sure, but this lady was melting down, and a lot of other people are freaking out about this. Flight delays hitting all over the place, including Palm Beach International Airport. Some of these flights have been cut, and there's an interesting development in this happening right now, which I'll tell you in just a second. But a lot of these airports have been rough. Getting out of Cincinnati was difficult. One of these people trying to fly yesterday saying we were on the runway for like an hour or so. It stinks because you feel bad for all the people who aren't being paid right now. And this is as the government shutdown appears to be coming to an end. Right now, it looks like the government shutdown is coming to an end.
You said that last week.
No, the Democrats on Sunday, I guess enough of them decided to move over with Republicans, and 8 Senate Democrats broke ranks, and they're advancing this deal that should open the government back up.
Wasn't that Chuck Schumer? What are those?
Schumer, I don't know if Schumer was among the folks who did it. He might have been. I'll have to look at this. It says Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer insisted Democrats gain ground on health care. He voted against the deal, though, along with every Democratic senator who will be facing voters in the 2026 midterms. But 8 Democrats said, all right, the holdout has gone on long enough. We've got some sort of deal here. But it doesn't fix things immediately. It's not like FAA workers are like, okay, well, now I'm definitely getting paid. Okay, I'm coming back to work. It doesn't fix it immediately. It's still an ongoing problem. And I don't know if you can even do this, but I saw Trump Truth early this morning, and he said, air traffic controllers, all of them, must get back to work now, all caps. Anybody who doesn't will be substantially docked, in air quotes or in regular quotes. For those air traffic controllers who were the great patriots, all caps, and didn't take any time off, all caps, for the Democrat shutdown hoax, I will be recommending a bonus of $10,000 per person for distinguished service to our country. So he's saying if you don't show up for work at the FAA, your pay will be substantially docked. And if you did show up every single day, you will get a bonus of $10,000, which I don't even know. I don't even know if you can do that. I don't know if that's a thing.
Well, I imagine a lot of screenshots are being taken. Mm-hmm. And also, can you really blame people regardless of what their political affiliation is? You go so many weeks without being paid. Why would you show up to work?
No, I mean, I think FAA workers tend to be, and I've seen a lot of stories on this, they're a little soft on some things. They're a little soft on the whole, like, the looseness with showing up to work sometimes. But if your boss tells you, like, are you going to get paid? I don't know. I'll be like, well, am I going to go to work? I don't know. I want to get paid for my work.
I think the bigger question is, like, does he have the authority, I guess, to give these bonuses? Where's the bonus coming from? The idea that your pay gets docked for not showing up to work. That's how work works. You don't show up to work, you don't get paid to work.
Right. But a bonus.
He's not the one docking you.
I will be recommending a bonus of $10,000 for distinguished service to our country for people who didn't take any time off. For those who did nothing but complain and took time off, even though everybody knew they would be paid in full shortly into the future, I am not happy with you, all caps. So it just goes on. I don't know if that's a thing you can do to say that you're going to give the FAA people a $10,000 bonus. If so, the guy who said, I'll just keep coming to work.
Yeah.
Probably feeling good about himself right now. If you can make that work, I think. Anyhow, the airports are not doing fantastic. The government shutdown appears to be winding up. I'm not sure who's going to claim the W on that one, but it looks
come on.
Everybody will. Honestly, everybody will. Afterwards, everybody will be like, we did the right thing. We are the people who are right about this. Our team was the best.
You're
the
welcome.
other team sucked. That's what they're going to say. Meanwhile, let's go over to the box office as we always do.
To circle back on this.
It's not a bathroom thing, is it?
No, Chicago O'Hare used to be called Orchard Field Airport in the mid-1940s, so they were assigned the code ORD.
Okay.
If anybody was left hanging on pins and needles,
all
edge
two
of
of
the
you.
seat.
Yeah. That one guy is like, well, why did they just go right by that?
Yeah.
What happened there? Over to the box office. Number one with a bullet. Did anybody see Predator, the new Predator movie?
No.
That was big this weekend. Predator Badlands got $40 million at the box office. The Predator the entire franchise has never been stronger. I didn't know you Predator people were out there, but you are. You are, and you wanted to watch it. $40 million at the box office. Something called Regretting You in its third week got number 2. I still don't know anything about that. Black Phone 2 still in the top 3. Sarah's Oil, whatever that is. Nuremberg at number 5.
It's a hair movie.
And then the new movie with what's her face?
Sweeney.
Christy got 11th place with $1.3 million.
This is like her third bomb in the box office.
You know, there's a lot of Sydney Sweeney hate at the moment, especially on the internet. I think this is a movie that like people weren't really asking for. I did kind of like what was her. We just watched a movie with her.
With Glenn Powell.
No.
Like a romance love story, or was it the scary movie where she's a nun?
It was a movie where it was like her and her abusive, drug-addicted boyfriend, and I don't want to spoil too much about it.
Mamma Mia 4, I believe.
It was not Mamma Mia 4. I think it might have been Americana. No, that's not it. I'll have to figure out. That's it. Echo Valley. Echo Valley is this thriller movie with her and Julianne Moore. I don't know if you know who Julianne Moore is.
Yeah.
But Sydney Sweeney and Julianne Moore. And it was on Apple TV. And we watched that. And I thought that one was good. I thought that was a pretty good movie.
Speaking of Apple TV, you guys did Pluribus?
Hell yes.
No.
So good.
I'm ready for it.
I don't think I'm going to do it.
Why?
Because the pitch sounds so miserable for this show.
Watch the first episode, and I don't know. I can't promise, but I think instead of going against the grain, you might actually enjoy it. I know Courtney will like it.
Read me the blurb on this if you can.
No, I don't know the blurb. I just went with it.
I didn't ask if you knew the blurb. Celine, see if you could pull up just like the little pitch on this that they have, because it's something like the most miserable person in the world is in charge of the country or something like that.
Must save the world from happiness.
The most miserable person in the world must save the world from happiness. That's a terrible pitch.
It's a bad pitch, but
it's Breaking Bad. Vince Gilligan's new
he's
show.
great. Yeah, he's great.
But it's more like his X-Files roots. It's very sci-fi.
Yeah, that's great.
The first episode, there was a lot of creepy stuff and you didn't know what was going on. And once you figure out, the second episode had some really funny parts to it.
Mm-hmm.
And now my wife and I are two different camps of how we would attack this situation where we to find ourselves in the main character's shoes.
And you are my household is the same way right now. And then what I hated the most was that they said 3 episodes, but then you click it and it's like, oh no, we're just letting you know when the 3rd episode's coming out.
Wait.
We were left on the edge of our seats and still have to wait for it to come out.
This is funny? It's a funny show?
Dark comedy, but also has this great, like, leave you at the edge of your seat suspense because you don't know what's going to happen next.
Maybe.
It's curious.
Dispatchers, sell me on this. What do you got for us today? Give us your thoughts on anything we're talking about, what we're not talking about that you think we should be. As always, send a dispatch from thenewsjunkie.com right now. Quick break. When we come back, an email to get into. And I've never had this happen before in my life doing this show. Never. But this weekend, there was one of these stories about a mysterious fireball in the sky, and it was people in my neighborhood that had seen this thing. And I was like, there was a mysterious fireball.
I missed it.
I did too, but I want to know what's going on. We're going to dive into what happened in the sky in just a moment. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Traffic slowing down on Florida's Turnpike due to an accident northbound just past US 27. It's off to the shoulder there. Traffic's getting by a little bit better now on I-4 westbound approaching Central Florida Parkway. Emergency crews have moved that accident off to the shoulder now. There's a crash on Lee Road by the interstate affecting multiple lanes. Look out for emergency crews on the roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Everdoor Garage Door.
Everdoor shows up or pays up. If they're late, you get $25 off, guaranteed. That's the Everdoor way. Fast, reliable, no waiting around. Book now at Everdoor.com. Everdoor, the garage door that lasts evermore.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an...
Hello. Everybody, welcome. How are we doing on a Monday? Mr. Predicto, is this going to be a good show today on this Monday? By the way, Forrest's here. Say hi to Forrest. He's working on the roast, everybody. Is it going to be a good Monday?
Without hesitation, yes.
All right. I like that energy. Hi, everybody. Good. Good overall. It was nasty yesterday, so we didn't do much. But yesterday it rained all day.
Oh, that's right. We understand your dreams, and we're here to make it simple, stress-free,
Oh, yeah?
The Nickley Group.
That's the best way to do it.
That's what I feel like. Central Florida's first-time home buyers feel right
Just
at home.
drag down.
NickleyGroup.com. Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty.
Quick check, everybody here in chat. Somehow, in the most depressing way ever, I feel like I already know how this is going to go. But just because I see, especially on Reddit in the last 3 or 4 weeks, so much Sydney Sweeney hate, and then the movie sucks because she's whatever, whatever they're white supremacist or whatever insane thing. Are we pro or anti Sydney Sweeney in chat? Just checking. Pro or anti Sydney Sweeney? Just put pro or anti. Anti-ons. Let me know. Pro? Pro boobies? What are you, 11? But yeah. 2.5 minutes and we're back live. Mid? Pro? Can we be nothing? I don't have strong feelings either way. You can. You just were. You just did. Don't care either way. Yeah, that's a totally normal take, by the way, to have a non-investment approach for a Sydney Sweeney. But it's just one thing that I hate about where we're at culturally right now is that I can read somebody's politics through their take on a lot of this stuff. So many people were like, her movie bombed this weekend. Fuck her, she sucks, she's the worst. Instead of being like, hey, was the performance good? Was the movie good? It's just an infestation of idiocy. Neutral, says David. She's a great actress, says Tom. In a world where they, and I mean they, in a world where they are trying to make everything political, don't let them do it, okay? Bully these political people. That's my new movement. All of you people who piss in the punch bowl and make everything political when it doesn't need to be political, bully you people. Right, Forrest?
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah. He knows.
This is important.
No, yeah, it might be. What are you looking at?
Just a nice type C. The one that comes out of the computer, like stops charging like
Really?
Yeah, it says wait, this one. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
IdentifyEPI.com and speak with your doctor. That's IdentifyEPI.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, it's Ed Helms, host of Snafu, my podcast about history's greatest screw-ups. On our new season, we're bringing you a new snafu every single episode.
32 lost nuclear weapons? You're like, wait, stop? What?
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of history, a whole lot of funny, and a whole lot of fabulous guests. Paul Scheer, Angela and Jenna, Nick Kroll, Jordan Klepper. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Snafu with Ed Helms, and listen now.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. MONEY. That's money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
Monday with the three best friends you never knew you had. Going through the most viral stories of the day. Learn more about the show right now and always at thenewsjunkie.com. This weekend, Courtney got a little mad at me yesterday because of a suggestion I had. She didn't like it. I took it from the show, though. So I felt like it was fair game because we got into her car last night. And you know how it's getting a little chillier? And when we got into her car, the whole front window was fogged up. And I said, this is what we get for not having a honey sock in this car.
Right, the honey sock.
And I was like, unbelievable that if we had a honey sock. And she was like, thank God C-Lane knows about like groceries and stuff, because she was screaming at the radio at the time, like, do you guys know how expensive honey is? And then C-Lane made mention of it. And I'm like, I don't know how expensive honey is. I don't know. But the story we had last week said that when it gets cold like this, if you put a sock full of honey, or I forgot what the other big option was.
Rice was the more logical one and also cheaper route.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then it will stop that from happening. It'll like soak in the moisture. And she just started ranting about how stupid of an idea the honey sock was.
The honey sock is wild to me. And we had nobody that said, oh, yeah, we've heard of that. Mm-mm. I feel like it was a social experiment that we saw right through.
Yeah.
I will give you this, because it did get a little cooler. I found myself in a situation in which I couldn't see anything because it was fogged up. And I Googled. I pulled over to the side of the road and I Googled at the same time. And it said,
no, she didn't.
Turn up. Yeah, I was driving at the same time. Turn up your heat.
Yeah.
When you're putting in the defogger. Yeah, the defrost mode. Turn up the heat and then crack a little bit your windows, and in seconds, it's gone.
Yeah, but you know it doesn't take seconds? A honey sock. You flop the honey sock up on the dashboard. Never happens to begin with. Did we find anybody in the listening audience who has ever heard of this before? No, that's true.
The damage that would do to your dashboard.
Yeah, and the sock, and just everything. But Courtney was
also,
like,
how often, if you do the rice sock, let's say you want to go that route, how often do you have to change that? Because if the rice ends up soaking in this moisture, is it going to
stinky old rice
ferment at some point?
It's gross.
Or can you eat that rice?
Soy right there?
Yeah, nothing about this is good. Literally nothing about this is good. But what was good was, for the first time ever this weekend, there was one of these stories that I see going viral out there, and it's like people took to the skies. They started looking at the skies, and around 6:15 a.m. on Saturday, they saw a fireball. Yeah, I wasn't up either. I was obviously not up. But people were posting on my next door, which I love because it's so cringe, and there's so many just unbelievably weird posts on there.
Yeah, but judging by because of what weekend this was, that wasn't the most cringe thing on Nextdoor or any of these apps.
My favorite was what you're talking about, Caesar.
What? I didn't see
EDC, one of my favorite ones. It came in at 12:01 a.m. Was like, do you guys understand or know where this noise is coming from? There's an ordinance.
And it happens every year.
Yeah.
So Nextdoor is great, but now we have Ring Neighborhood.
Ring Neighbors app was
that does not identify anybody. It's just Neighbor 1 or Neighbor 23.
Oh, and Neighbor 49 was spouting off at everybody.
Neighbor 49 was like, learn how to get loose.
It was me. You end up going around the neighborhood and be like, who's Neighbor 49? I know it's one of you. And do they have to have a Ring doorbell?
Yeah.
To be neighbor 49? Oh, yeah.
You have to have a ring something.
Anonymous, at least.
They took to Nextdoor and they were like, did you see it? There was a fireball in the sky.
It's the fireball that has everyone talking on social media today. Check out these videos showing a streak in the sky.
Ooh.
Very interesting. West News' Michelle Meredith spoke to a man who was driving to Titusville and caught the curious flash in the sky on his dashboard.
What was it?
I just said, what is this? I was kind of, had my 5 minutes of, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I actually caught that on video.
Saturday morning.
Great interview.
It's still dark, and suddenly there's a flash, like a scene out of Superman.
What is it, like a meteor maybe, or like a satellite coming
looks
back?
like it's going up, though, is it not?
It does actually look like it's going up, unless that's some sort of optical illusion or something. I can't tell what this is.
Look, in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane.
Oh, God.
Whatever it was, it had Dalton Rosenfeld guessing.
It was shocking. I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand what was going on.
Room of his house
So let's start from the beginning. Described as a ball of fire by some, or a streak, it appeared Saturday, just after 6 in the morning in some parts of Central.
I mean, it's pretty intense. It's a literal streak of light and fire, like a meteor.
What's fascinating is that, like, when you see something like that, you go to whip out your phone, and it's already gone. But this continues.
Yeah.
And you can
it
see, like,
kept going.
little fireballs in the trail.
Yeah, there's something weird about this. It maybe was like something breaking up, coming back into orbit, or this was like a meteor and it landed somewhere, or maybe they have some more details on what's going on.
Florida.
I don't normally see stuff like that flying through the sky at odd angles at 6:18 in the morning on I-95.
Dalton saw it, caught it on his dash camera on his way to work, driving I-95 north through Brevard County. Got the last bit on his cell phone.
It was the flashes of lights as it was splitting apart.
Aliens.
And then as it split apart, it separated into pieces and continued across my field of view.
What was this? What was this giant flash fireball in the sky, 6:15 a.m.? And they're saying, stay with Wesh on this developing story. I just want to know the answer. What was the fireball in the sky? Let us know if you know. If you saw it, let us know. tips@thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. Or that's where you can send dispatches as well. So go over to the website and send us a video or audio dispatch. Let us know if you saw this and what the hell it was.
Hey, Wesh never got to the answer?
No, they didn't. No,
I was told.
We're, it's like when I say, well, keep an eye on the story, and I always forget, They're doing the same thing over at Wesh. So, like, stay with us for developing news.
I saw a bunch of posts that were saying, there were people saying, meteor or asteroid, and then there's a bunch of nerdos that were like, the reason it's not a meteor is because there's parts of it that are getting off, and it's breaking apart. But there was somebody that claimed it was like a Chinese satellite that was deorbiting.
Really?
Oh, it's a big-ass satellite.
Oh, I mean, it kind of makes sense that it would be like something, but it did look like it was going up, right? I guess
that's just the angle.
Yeah, that's probably where we are in the rotation.
Yeah, maybe.
Universe.
Yeah. So if you got more info on that, our space nerds, please do let us know. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Anonymous emails, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Talking about the honey sock. What they failed to mention in the article about the honey is that you want it to be the crystallized honey, he says. When the sugar crystals
people are going to screw that up.
When the sugar crystals fall out of honey as a solution, obviously it would be in a jar, but crystallized honey wants to be liquid so it absorbs moisture. Well, they did not get specific on that.
Now there's going to be people with their little bear squeezing it into a sock, getting it everywhere. Everything's sticky.
Try to get as much as you possibly can in there. It's just not good. It's not good for anybody. All right, when we come back, we have to talk about a brand new scam, a weird moment during the football game yesterday, I believe. And
which one?
Well, there was quite a few that we can talk about here. And one of them was the sportscaster saying something that made me cringe incredibly hard. I've got to play that for you. We're going to tee up for Amy Caulfield from Fox 35. It's a Friday, so we got a lot going on. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for our Monday, we're in for a big change as far as
It's not Friday.
Much colder, dipping down to the mid-30s. A cold weather advisory is in place.
It's Monday.
Until 9 a.m. tomorrow, wind chills will be in the 30s.
I hate that shit.
Fox 35 Storm Team.
I just said so many things.
This report
I just talked extemporaneously for a long time. And in the final sentence that I said it's a Friday instead of it's a Monday, and that's where all the attention will be. It'll be on that.
Financial freedom seekers today. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Did you know Kia sells more new cars in
Folks, if you like the News Junkie and you like camping, boy, are you going to like Disc Camp, where the beautiful people of the News Junkie Discord get together and do a camping event, and it's apparently this week. More details, go look at the submitted dispatches, thenewsjunkie.com, hit the dispatch button, and you'll see AJ Soup talking about this. Go check it out. Some fun camping action with some people who listen to the show over on the TNJ Discord. Check it out.
Without the hassle of glasses or contacts. If you're considering LASIK or any type of vision correction surgery, call 800-EYE Exam. That's 800.
The Galen says the idea of camping is the Holiday Inn. Well, for me maybe. For these folks, they do an actual camping event. I support it. There's a killer video, AJ. Go check it out over on the dispatches section of the website. Disc Camp is better than Band Camp? Yeah. I can handle about 40 campers on my forest compound? What does that mean? Sean, what's going on with the release of the roast? Well, Forrest is editing the roast. It was about a 2-hour event. So we have to, he's doing like the switching between all the cameras, and we have to, and Austin just mastered the audio. We're going to put all that together, and then we're going to start cutting it for the special. And what I was thinking of this weekend was on the video on demand section of thenewsjunkie.com for these specials, I'm going to have like the director's cut version of the video, and then everybody's raw sets underneath as bonus content. So you can see what, you know, what the full set was, if you want to, as bonus content. And we'll have a couple other things on there too. But we got to edit it down. It takes a while.
It's more than a label. It's a promise of pride and love for the land. Visit freshfromflorida.com to discover what's in season and find recipes that turn every.
Do you ever talk to Amy on a Friday? No. Talked to her on a Tuesday last week. What happens there is it's like my brain is off in another direction and my mouth is automatically doing what it does. And, you know, you just say stuff.
To be more than a dime. Now, I told you fellas before, they got to pay.
Did you get new lights that look brighter? No. Where do you mean? You mean here or there? In the host seat or SCO mic?
Acres of vehicles for under 20 grand. New ones? Yes, and you get a lifetime warranty. We work with all types of credit.
I tried to turn the brightness down on the PTZ that's on me. I can't tell if it looks better.
Even new Outlander SUVs with 0% financing for 60 months.
I might just tune that in a little more.
Now at RC Hill, Mitsubishi.
Rerun confirmed? This is not a rerun. This is live. How else would I be able to say this? That's called ADHD? No, I don't have ADHD.
To big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals.
I believe in ADHD, but only just barely.
Dining, services, stuff you're already buying, all for less.
2.5 minutes and we're back live.
Or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or
when we come back, let me know the new Hubble Cam. I turned the brightness down just a tick. Let me know if it looks good. If like my coloration is off, if I look red on it or something. Let me know. The first story was a rerun? No, it wasn't. This is all live. Looks like shit, Austin says. Come on, Austin. Because we've already seen it on this show already? What the fuck are you guys talking about?
No, stomach issues again?
90 seconds.
Are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating.
I thought it was different. I thought it was my computer, but it looks good. Did you lock the focus? I don't know.
These symptoms could mean having a condition called
It's an excellent question. I don't think I did.
But EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak.
By the way, very, very quick note before we come back. The latest update on the website locked a lot of people who aren't Secret Show subscribers out of See It Now. That is not how it's supposed to function. They're working on that right now, and hopefully that update will be released this week. The way it is supposed to work is when I put something on See It Now, it's free for everybody, and there's a 24-hour timer. And after that timer goes away, then it's, the archives of See It Now are for Secret Show subscribers. But for everybody who's like podcasting or listening live, you can still access it as long as you're within 24 hours. There's something wrong with the way that rolled out, and that's going to be fixed this week. Just a heads up. And we're actually live on a Monday because Forrest is hungover over there. You know what I mean? He's struggling. He's over this roast,
too. The cringe clip that included President Trump, and you're going up. It's too good to be true.
All right, come back.
All guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired. And don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today. 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Annuities, not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Football weekend, we're here to help keep you on the road and make sure your vehicle is game day ready with a quick stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your drive starts here. Go to VIOC.com for money-saving coupons and to find a location near you.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
The entirety of the break. I get it. I say all of these things, all of these words fly out of my mouth, and then the last sentence I say after waxing so eloquently about various things is, hey, it's a Friday on the show. And then the whole break, I'm like,
it's wishful thinking, man. It happens.
Damn, it's like one of those things where somebody says, whatever you do, don't say this, don't say this, don't say this. And then you say the thing.
Doing your son.
Doing your son. And then everything afterwards is all about that.
But it's not the worst thing.
I apologize.
It did bring a little joy for somebody for a second until you realized it was Monday, but...
Yeah, I hate to tell you it is Monday. Yeah, it is. It is not Friday, as my weird brain told you there for a second going to the previous break. But I will tell you this. Tony Romo is cringe, okay? I just want to get out there and say this. I don't really like how he is when I hear clips of him in the broadcasting booth during football games. And I know what you're saying. You're like, Sean, who cares? You don't watch sports anyways. It's not for you. Well, I want to see what sports people think. I want to know, do you think Tony Romo's good? Because he does a lot of things that it makes me internally cringe pretty hard. Like, he dropped a line this week. Last week, we had him moaning, where he was talking and in the middle of a sentence. He went, ugh.
He kind of glitched out and then sounded like he threw up or something like that.
You want to hear it? Yeah, you have that?
Yeah, let's replay.
And you'll see right here, hold, and then another hold right there. I think it was...
This is worse. This, to me, is a crime. It's not a hate crime, but it's close. It's in the boundaries of those types of crimes. And here's what he said during this broadcast, which I thought was bad, but here we go.
Fundamentally sound. This team is DTF, Jim. Patriots details toughness, and they finish.
Oh, please. Gross,
You know,
dude.
which part is cringe? Saying it in the first place or changing it to something
Changing it.
football related?
The thing that everybody knows, and you're like, you say it so people will go, did he just say the team is DTF down to F? And then he goes, actually, I've redone this, so now it means, oh, I forgot what he said, but something about football stuff.
Details, toughness, and they finish.
Yeah, it's even worse. It doesn't even make any sense. So
Fundamentally sound. This team is DTF, Jim. Patriots details toughness, and they finish.
Bad.
That's my moniker. I'm giving you.
He said, that's my moniker.
Yeah, Jim wasn't even on board with it, bud. He said nothing.
But Jim Nantz said he tried to change the T to technique, and I couldn't tell if that was actually something that the coach has said to this team or if he was just jumping on board this weird little skit that they're doing.
Yeah, I who knows anymore? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
I thought if you just left it at the team was DTF, you could say, like, you know.
Yeah, and then when somebody questions
they're ready
you,
to go. Like, they're
down to
good.
football.
They're good
Right.
to go. Down to football would have been probably the cringiest.
I don't know. That sounds better than what he said. What he said was the biggest stretch of all. Like, nobody says this. What are you talking about, man? I don't know. Tell me if you think he's cringe, football fans. Let's chime in with us today. What do you think about Tony Romo? Because for me, it's a bit much, but he was out there. Then you had Trump was at one of the games, which this is weird to me, but, you know, no president apparently since Jimmy Carter has been to a live NFL game. That was
no sitting president?
Yeah.
That
no sitting
seems
president.
weird. He's been to plenty of games.
Like when I close my eyes, I feel like I've seen other presidents go to football games, but
it
must be
presidency.
I've seen Trump go to other football games. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he was in office or not at the time, but he showed up at the college national championship game at least once, because I remember everybody was like, there wasn't a single boo. And you're like, there were boos.
Well, there was some boos, I think, at the game he was at this weekend. I'll see if I can find this here real quick. But Trump was out there at the NFL game, and then he was even in the booth for a while, I guess. And the players, they were well aware of it because one of them, the Lions player, when he scored, he did the Trump dance thing. I think this is it here. The little like he's got strings tied to his fingertips and is doing that kind of thing. So he scored. Puts it in the end zone, and the Detroit Lions player, gets up, and he's looking around, points at the booth where Trump was, and then him and the other team members end up doing that little, like, Trump dance. So they were aware that he was there in the stadium, I guess. I can only imagine the security was crazy.
He was the guy that got punched, too.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if that's related or not, but I saw that. Hold on. This is where he does the dance, right? He does his little celebration Trump dance. And then in a couple of plays or something, he's on the field, the guy who did the Trump dance, and he's walking by, and bam, the player just
that was like a sucker punch
him.
Too.
Yeah, he really went for. I don't know why. There must have been something that I'm missing that happened on the field, because he really, boom, just punches this dude.
That dude's suspended now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Because it's blatant. Like right here, it's just like, boom. You know, you're punching a guy on the field, for God's sake. They were trying to present this when I saw it like people were pissed off about his Trump dance, but I seriously doubt that's the case. But Trump went in the booth and everything, and he was like doing a little announcing with the guys up there. I didn't hear much of that. Do you have that, C-Lane?
I texted you a clip.
Okay, hang on. Let me get that.
And because when you said that something cringe happened, this is before I knew about the Tony Romo DTF thing. Mm-hmm. But this was also quite cringe because what the one commentator tries to fit in a few times, you're like, all right, buddy, let's let this die.
Is it another letter thing? Is it a WTF?
It's a number thing.
All right.
Good time, and I loved it. I actually love playing football. We had a good time with it.
So we were trying to look up your stats, and we wanted to know how many touchdowns did you have back then? 6, 7?
I'm not sure I had any.
6'7".
That's a long time ago. But
there you are.
But I
Your
did.
phone number.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
At least you realize that I never tell a lie, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't going 200 miles an hour that hits you in the face.
But see, that's how you could have played tight end, right?
I would have liked him as a quarterback.
You definitely would have had like 6, 7 touchdowns there.
Oh, they did it again.
God, yes.
Oh my God! Can someone help these people out?
That's
it's
so
too much.
Guys, it's a football game. People they're already tuned in to watch what you're doing. You don't have to be
We heard you the first time.
and it was bad the first time.
Yeah.
There was no need to be like
doing it.
Did everybody get my joke? Let me reel it. 6,
Just in case
7.
people didn't realize that I did the 6-7 thing, I'm going to try it again.
It's
So
dead
bad.
now, and it's so
Yeah.
dead, and you keep like just digging it up and then trying to bury it again deeper and deeper.
Everybody in Gen Z or is it Gen Alpha, whoever who's been saying this,
I've never
they're
felt so
all-
old.
They're embarrassed. They don't like it. They don't think you're cool for doing it during the football game.
But we have
Just-
Bad Bunny.
Just talk
What about
like
that?
you're
6'7".
talk like your own generation. That's the best way to do it. Everything else comes off as "Hey, fellow kids," and it is cringe. It is no good. So yeah, he was out there, I guess, and I just thought that was really weird. I for some reason, like I thought I could picture Obama being at a football game when he was in the White House.
They used to have, as part of Super Bowl coverage leading up to the game, there's usually, or at least there was, I think, in a lot of the the Obama years, there was usually an interview with the president. But I don't know if the president's ever been there. Wait, wasn't Donald Trump at the Super Bowl last year?
But he wasn't I know he would have been the president at that time. Was he at the Super Bowl? I don't know. It's because it just seems like a normal thing.
Because they made a whole thing about anyone flying drones within a 5-mile radius.
Well, that's any
yeah, they always do that. Yeah, I think they always
But
had
we
that.
talked about something along these lines where
It's just
like,
weird because
you
it
said it
seems
was weird.
It seems like a natural thing. Like presidents just go to football games. Why? Because America goes to football games, and like I don't know, just seems like that would be a thing. I don't know why nobody has done that. It's very strange.
I read about it. I thought what he said about the flyover was weirder than just him being like the first president in a football game in a while. But
what he said?
They did like a low flyover of Air Force One during like the first quarter or something, and then landed and went to the game. And he said something like, "We have the best pilots. These are the best pilots in the world, and that's why they were able to pull off such a maneuver." I'm like, flying low, lowering the altitude.
Flight Simulator C-Lane can absolutely pull this off, just so you know.
This was
All
not
right?
like Tom Cruise buzzing the tower, you know?
They're saying this was a regular season game, and they don't do this sometimes for security issues. Maybe. It just seems like it would be more common, but there you go. Hit us up, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. We got a bunch to get to. This Uber scam that you should definitely be aware of, specifically Uber drivers. I want to tell you about this. And then when we come back, Amy Caulfield should be joining us from Fox 35. She's the best of the best, and we'll see what she's got going on in her world, and all the latest headlines with Amy Caulfield is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a crash getting cleared up, slowing things down on Florida's Turnpike northbound, just past that US 27 exit there. There's a crash on I-4 westbound at Central Florida Parkway off to the shoulder, getting cleared up on Lee Road by the interstate. The right lane's blocked heading northbound there. Look out for emergency crews on the roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about good mayo. Duke's Mayo. It'll make any dish sing. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station. Save big, where the season of wonder meets wild fun. At Busch Gardens Christmastown, see holiday lights at thrilling heights on 18 rides and coasters. Enjoy dazzling new shows and holiday flavors, and heartwarming moments with Santa, Rudolph, and friends. Christmas shines brightest with nearly 70 miles of twinkling lights at Tampa Bay's best and longest running holiday event, Busch Gardens Christmastown. Select dates from November 14th through January 5th. Save up to 60% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our Black Friday presale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Going to
Hello.
Who will work with you to keep you on track from day one.
Amy Caulfield's coming up next.
And the lives of people counting on you.
She's a lady who is a TV news anchor. In case you don't know.
Approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call
Demand
747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Hello, everybody. Just to reiterate, it is Monday. 6-7 is getting so overdone that Domino's is offering some kind of $6.70 deal.
When it goes corporate, it's over.
Yeah, but that's a good deal. $6.70 for a pizza. That's good. That used to be like back in the day when we would get Little Caesars, and Little Caesars would have like $5.99 pizzas. They had the Bigfoot. Did you ever have the Bigfoot?
Yeah, the Bigfoot pizza.
Yeah, it's like it took up the whole back seat in your car. That was good stuff. 2 minutes, and we're back live on the show. Why? Stand by. Small case issue. She gave me a thumbs up as a response, which seemed kind of passive aggressive. But Courtney did.
Oh, you know, the CFO needs me to book a week of travel. I'm days behind on invoices, so plans a lot your diet.
Maybe.
You know, I have to order lunch for 80 with gluten-free options.
I need him to smoke.
Easy Cater, one platform built for workplaces.
90 seconds.
Restaurants, any group size, with tools to meet dietary needs and stay on budget. Plus,
1 hour, 48 minutes.
You earn rewards points when you order. Good for discounts.
Oh, that's how far you are? How much is left?
Now that's what's happening.
And then you got to snap Austin's audio to that?
It's already on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. 1 hour.
Oh no.
2 hours. 2 hours, 3 minutes.
Okay. And then we got to cut out that one thing.
Yeah, I'll find that.
And then what I was talking about earlier is I want to, when we have that raw full cut, I want to get each performer's full set if we can somehow. Or if you want to just save that whole thing.
Yeah, we can do that.
Like, if you save the whole raw thing, I can go in and like pull each set out. Yeah.
I gotta make the floor first, and I gotta make the couch shots more often.
I want to make sure we have that version so I can.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're coming back, everybody.
And then if you want a radio bit for today, do a job fair for me. Just
A job fair?
Just be like, Forrest is looking for work. We gotta work for him. He does everything. I think that'd be great. It'd be a lot of chatter, pure chat. It'd be a lot of engagement.
Well, we need to get Forrest employed, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's get Forrest a job so he can get the hell out of here. Austin says, is the reverb and delay effect on C-Lane okay? I guess.
.fm/rules.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. B-A-N-K. That's bank. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
The biggest stories of the day in all their glory and insanity. You're listening to the
about the show. It's called The News Junkie. That's what I go by as well. And Sabrina and Sealand are with me. You learn more about the whole damn show, in fact, over on thenewsjunkie.com. Fresh back from her wild weekend at Electric Daisy Carnival in downtown Orlando. Our friend Amy Kaufeld from Fox 35 joins us.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I can
It's
see
so
it.
sad, you guys. There were so many cool things to do this weekend, and I literally did nothing but try to get the Christmas tree up and running. And
well,
that was my whole weekend.
Were you successful? Did you get it up?
Barely.
All right.
It's like, it was. Let me just say that it was not the smoothest process I've ever had.
Oh, really?
Do you do a live tree, or not live, but
Fresh.
a real tree or a fake one?
No, so we switched to a fake one a couple years ago because I was the only one who would water it. I was the only one who would clean up after it. So I was like, I'm done with the real trees. We're going fake. And so, but my mistake that I made was buying the pre-lit fake.
What's wrong
because
with
as you
that?
guys know, like the pre-lit is not a this is not a forever thing. This is like it's good for a couple of years and then it's just like hodgepodge, every other light. Nothing works. It's
and
a
to
hot
find
mess.
that
Looks
one
terrible.
light is impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and they make it look so easy in the YouTube videos, and it's not.
It's not.
terrible.
No, it's not. No. You know, one of the things I saw, I was scrolling a little bit on Saturday, I think, or Sunday, and I saw Amy Kaufeld do a post, and I go, look, Amy Kaufeld is just the most amazing person in the world at connecting people, I guess, because a viewer, I think, came to you, Amy Kaufeld, and was like, I have this dog. And it's an adorable dog. The dog has 3 legs, right?
That's right.
And the person goes, hey, Amy, can you help me out? They wanted specifically, Sealand and Sabrina, they wanted specifically the dog that had 3 legs to go to a home of a person who also was missing a limb.
Got it.
And Amy Kaufeld knows enough people to make that happen.
You found that?
Yes.
That's
She
unreal.
connected. Did this work out? How did this go?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, this is the craziest thing. So several years ago, we had the sweetest story of this little boy, and it's called limb difference. So we had this little boy named Joseph who had a limb difference. Well, Joseph went viral for this beautiful video that he made with a woman who was also limb different. Her name is Amy. So that's how this all started. So it started with me meeting Amy through the Tid family. Well, then that ballooned
Tidbits.
into the Tid family reached out to me and they said, by chance, do you know anybody with the Orlando Pride? Because we're going to the game.
Gosh, they listen
and
to
we'd
the
love
show.
to meet Carson, right?
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
Several years ago, Sabrina, you remember that the Carson Pickett has been with the Orlando Pride twice now, right? So she was with the Orlando Pride, she left, she came back.
Okay.
So when Carson was with the Pride, the first go around, we set it up with our friend Jackie Maynard, who's not with the Pride anymore, but Jackie helped us set it up so that Carson and Joseph could meet, which was like this beautiful story.
And they did like
all of
a
this to be
stub
said
bump,
that
Sean and Sealand.
Okay,
It was
cool.
really cute.
All right. I
And
like
years
this.
ago.
so sweet.
All right. And so you had
So
this.
all of this leads to me remembering Amy when it came time for this woman. This woman reaches out to me. She's like, "Do you know anybody who has a limb difference who would be interested in having this adorable puppy named Charlie?" I kid you not when I tell you he's the cutest puppy I have ever seen. He looks like a little teddy bear. So I was like, "Well, let me ask my friend Amy." So I asked Amy. And she said, well, I live in the St. Pete Clearwater area, but she was like, well, I'll see if I can find somebody. So then I sent her a picture and she was like, oh, I'm coming to meet that dog myself.
Guys, look, imagine you get a photo of this dog.
You stop it right now. Look
That
at
dog
that.
only has 3 legs?
Yeah. Yep. This dog.
And there's Amy. There's Amy with him. Yeah. And you can see Amy has a limb difference. And actually it's her right arm, her right front arm that's missing, which is also in Charlie's case, his right front leg that's missing.
Yeah. But he can move around all right and get.
Oh yeah. I mean, he hobbles a little bit, but yeah. So the plan is, Amy said that their family, what they're going to do, her husband works at a children's hospital, is that they're going to have him trained to be a therapy dog, and that he will then go to the children's hospital, and if there are kids who have a limb difference or there are kids who just need some love and some therapy, that Charlie will do that.
How are we supposed to compete with you when you do stuff like this? How
don't even try. Stop trying.
Yeah, like why attempt to be a good person when you'll go, I helped an old lady across the street this weekend, and Amy Caulfield will be like, here's what I did.
Well, Amy's not doing it for that.
Unbelievable.
It's honestly, it's stuff like this though, with our line of work, knowing the connections that you have, and you're able to bring everybody together. It's so incredible.
Yeah,
so
it's
Tidbits. Nice. I mean, I remember meeting them. I think it would have been 10 years ago, because I met the little boy when he was 3 or 4, and
was that when he first met Carson? Do you remember that?
Yes, yeah. Oh, and it was like on the field, and then they you saw this light in his eyes because he was looking at someone who had the same limb. What do you call it? Limb
difference. Yeah, they call it limb difference.
Do they say that because if you say missing an arm, they're like, I'm not missing my arm. This. This is how I am right now.
Right. You're like, I am limb different. And in a lot of cases, like in Charlie, the dog's case, amniotic fluid was wrapped around his leg while he was in the womb. And so what happened is that it separated the front of his paw from the rest of it. And so he lost it in vitro,
and
which if you
went
guys are
with
familiar
Charlie
with Shaquem.
and not tripod. That's a missed opportunity.
So you guys remember Shaquem Griffin, who played for UCF?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he also was limb different. Exact same thing happened to him. Amniotic fluid. He was a twin, wrapped around his arm, and everybody said, "Oh, there's no way he's going to play in the NFL." Guess what? He went on to play in the NFL. He played for the Seattle Seahawks.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Really
what a great connection, Amy. That's
very cool.
He did that.
That's pretty beautiful. That's pretty amazing. So good for you on that one. This is one of about 8 billion reasons why you should follow Fox 35 Amy on Instagram, because it's like these kind of things. Because I'm scrolling through and I'm watching all these very political people try to ruin every section of the internet that is out there. Like everything must be about annoying politics stuff. And then I see an Amy Caulfield post and I go, thank God. All right. Faith in humanity restored. Look at this freaking dog, And then
gosh.
Oh, God. Anyways.
It's been a bad couple of weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think we're finally at the end of it. I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
I believe you. I think I do.
They have 10 days to close it up because I got to get to flying. So
yeah.
Oh, are you heading somewhere for Thanksgiving?
No. We just headed to New York the week before Thanksgiving.
Perfect timing.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those are two high traffic airports that are losing flights here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but 10 days, you should be good.
It's been a little rough at the airports. I'm sure that was one of the big things you were talking about today on the show. And even if because it looks like there's a government deal in the works to open things back up, but I guess that would still take a little bit of time. And then you have to get everything kicked up. And then we had the president saying today that the Patriot FAA people who haven't taken any days off and who have worked every day might get a $10,000 bonus, which I didn't know that you could do that. I didn't know that you had the ability to do that. Perhaps you do, perhaps you don't, but we'll see if that's the case.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, kudos. I'm sure a lot of them would have liked to have known that before they took a couple days off. But, for some of these people, can you imagine going 30 plus days without getting a paycheck? I mean, that's,
you have a family?
I think most people in this country, and you guys know, most people in this country live paycheck to paycheck, sadly. Mm-hmm. And if you were to miss 2 paychecks, for a lot of people, you're done. Like that's, you can't pay your rent. You're behind on all your bills.
That's tough.
It's just this domino effect. So,
I mean, after a month, if you have a landlord or property manager that's like, sorry, not considering that, you could be evicted.
Yeah, that does suck. Like, just the idea that you would go, hey, can you understand? Here's my circumstance, and then I don't even know if they would have to legally, but hopefully that is going to resolve itself or be resolved before Thanksgiving, when everybody's starting to travel even more, because that's not too far away. What else was grabbing your attention? What are the other big stories?
There's this wild story. It's really sad. There's a young lady, 18-year-old Anna Kepner from Titusville, who went out on the Carnival Horizon cruise ship over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some mystery surrounding what happened, but she died.
Yeah.
So she, local high school girl, she would have graduated in May. They're not saying much about what happened, only that she did not come back alive.
That was it?
Something
That's
happened
all
to
they're
her
giving?
on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's all the
she said
information.
that's all the information we're getting from this girl. She's very young.
Yeah, they're just saying authorities have released very few details, including how she died or even who she was traveling with. But she went to a local high school.
That's weird.
She was a varsity cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
So they said she was just loved by everyone that knew her. She had great energy. She helped out at her grandparents' 55-plus community as a volunteer. It says that she's been taking gymnastics since she was 2 years old, and she was a talented gymnast.
Her family has not spoken out on social media at all?
What's that?
Her family has not spoken out on social media at all?
There's some rumors about what happened to her, but at this point, they're just rumors, and we don't report that.
Right.
So we are just waiting for some type of confirmation. But the FBI is now investigating because, as you guys know, it gets complicated when something happens out over the ocean, right? On a cruise ship, you're not going to be always bound by local law. So even though the cruise ship left from Florida, that doesn't mean that Florida investigators would take over. So at this point, we're just waiting for more information from the FBI about what happened. But,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, just 18 years old, whole life ahead of you. And then the tragedy strikes like that, and the details are still coming together. So we'll keep an eye on that story. What else is grabbing your attention out there, Amy?
We have another story out of Orange County. This one's really sad. 2 4-year-old twins somehow got a hold of mom and dad's gun. And they... we don't know exactly how it happened, but they both ended up shot. So this is in Orange County, in Orlando. The parents actually took the kids to the hospital. So the parents are now in trouble. The mom's been charged with child neglect. The dad's been charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So we're still waiting on more details about this one. We're told that they're in critical but stable condition. But again, the dad, I guess, apparently had some prior felonies in his past. We're not supposed to have a gun at the house, but they did. And the little 4-year-old twins got a hold of it.
Wait a second. So if the dad is a convicted felon and he's not allowed to have a gun, does that mean his wife, the mom, can't have a gun either?
Well, that's a good question, Seelan. I'm not sure exactly how that works. My guess would be that because they're in a household together,
right?
That would complicate it, right? Because you live together,
Right.
so therefore, if he's not allowed to have a gun,
I mean, we've seen that, and it's still kind of blurry, but someone who is on probation that cannot be anywhere near drugs or alcohol has gotten their probation revoked because someone in the household had alcohol.
Yeah.
Now, I am very confused as to one gun and both twins end up shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
So,
know. Were they
one
laying right next to each other when they were playing with it? I don't know. We're still waiting on more details. This one, we just know
fishy.
deputies said that they talked to both the parents. Parents said they heard a loud popping noise. The dad said he was in the kitchen at the time making breakfast. Or actually, the mom said that. Mom says, I was in the kitchen making breakfast for the family. She said that she was making it for her and her 5 children, so other kids in the house. And the dad said he was on the back porch, and they heard the gunshot.
Jeez. Yeah. Another story that I know you guys touched on this morning. I just need answers, Amy. I need answers.
Yeah.
Because everybody in my neighborhood was freaking out about that mysterious fireball in the sky.
In the sky.
And we were looking at it on the show today. We were seeing this fireball that people captured. We saw the Fox 35 report even about this thing streaking across the sky. And it was pretty crazy looking. But do they have any idea what the heck this thing was?
Nope, we're still waiting to find out, Sean. I mean, if I had to guess, I'm guessing it was probably some space junk. But, you know.
I read Chinese booster that was in orbit that they deorbited. Chinese
So the space
booster.
junk.
But space junk
Okay.
is, that would be what that was.
It was a beautiful piece of junk.
It was quite a
sky.
show. Yeah, it was quite a show in the sky. And a lot of people apparently were not prepared to see this. They did not know this was going to happen. And it kind of renders a lot of people just absolutely insta-dumb when something flies by in the sky and there's like a streak of fire. You stop everything you do and you film, and people went nuts for it in the neighborhood. They were like, they had theories of aliens and all sorts of things, but probably some space junk, as
junk,
Evie
yeah,
said.
that's the theory. And I mean, there's a lot of space junk. Did you guys see that there's Chinese astronauts who are now stranded in space because some space junk hit their spacecraft, and they don't. They're trying to figure out how they're going to get home now.
Yeah, but at least they have an air fryer up there.
They do.
The only in-space air fryer that's on that Chinese space station that we didn't even know existed until they started screwing stuff up.
Until they ran out of food
That's so
to air
funny,
fry.
C-Lane, you said that, because I consider myself a little bit of a space nerd, and I was like, wait, the Chinese have their own space station?
Exactly.
I'm like, how did I not know this?
This was very new to all of us.
Yeah, we were trying to learn about it. Apparently, it's not anywhere near as big as our space station, but it is pretty big. And as C-Lane said, they just debuted an air fryer up there in their space
station. They previously
station.
had the first space microwave up there, and then they built them this like extra, like they had to re-engineer and like super engineer it so that the little bits of stuff doesn't fly everywhere and get into all the other equipment, but they have the first air fryer.
What a time to be alive.
I know.
And in space. It's just unbelievable.
The people that walked on the moon are like, we just had these little pouches of stuff that we just had to squeeze in the air and
some tang. All right. It is always our favorite part of the week, and you just observed exactly why that is the case, because Amy Caulfield from Fox 35 is the best of the best.
Thank you, guys. I love you.
Make
Stay
sure-
warm tomorrow. Cold front.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. How cold's it going to get? Do we know?
Low of
Really
39.
cold. Well,
30s?
depending on where you live, but yeah, it's going to drop down into the 30s for most of Central Florida overnight. So it's going to be cold. Turn the heat on.
All right. Watch every single morning. If you're here in Orlando, you and your friends should be tuning into Good Day Orlando. No matter where you are listening to the show today, I'm telling you, when you have your handful of websites to start things out on, one should be fox35orlando.com, because that's a really great look at just everything happening. And the other thing should be Amy Caulfield on social media. So search for her, Amy Caulfield, on all social media platforms and give her a follow. We'll see you next week, Amy.
Love you, Amy.
Thanks, you guys. Love you.
Love you.
You too.
Amy Caulfield from Fox 35. Back in just a moment. When we return, we'll talk about this brand new scam hitting the world of Uber. You don't want to get caught up in this. And I'll be honest with you, it's clever. It's clever. It might even trick you, as smart as you are. What is it? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
27 to crash off to the shoulders, getting cleared up. There's some slowdowns due
Folks,
to an accident on I-4
for just a
westbound
few
towards
dollars a
Central
day,
Florida Parkway,
you
look
can
out for
adopt
emergency
Forrest.
roadways. And if
He
you
could
see
work
traffic
for
cones
your
all
great
around,
company
instant oil
and
change, traffic
give
center
you
line,
video
and
coverage that you just didn't previously think was possible.
From the traffic center of James Birmingham.
Just take a look.
Sponsored by HCA
He's
Florida
quite the
West
guy.
Volusia Emergency.
He's very, very
HCA
talented.
Florida West Volusia Emergency and DeLand is
So
now
if you
open.
need
Visit
some
HCA
top-notch
Florida
video
to learn
content,
more. This emergency department is
and
part of
you
HCA Florida
like
Memorial
people
Hospital. This
who are
is
going to keep you on your toes
Its services are billed at
and
hospital rates.
push through the barriers, Forrest is your guy.
Rather cold.
Can't see the forest through all the fees?
Single pane aluminum windows.
I cut a deal. I cut a deal on Forrest.
You're using to heat up your house.
I want 10%.
Or out the window.
Obviously.
You want to protect your home. You also
I want 10%.
Factory direct impact windows.
I think that's fair.
Windows and doors. They've been installing affordable, high quality windows for over 50 years.
Well, we're looking for something big dollar here. Let's be real about
Get out
this.
your phone because now's your chance to win the windows for free.
I'm not ready for tomorrow. I need some winter wear.
You text the word WOW to
You must have something.
29129, and you could win $25,000.
Does he do other things?
Windows and doors. Text WOW to 20129.
He says he does it all.
And good luck.
He does it all.
Windows and doors.
I'll fucking garden.
He'll garden if he has to.
Have my outlet stock.
Sean is now Forrest Pimp.
Why don't you just hire me, man?
My budget around here has just been flying to cameras and.
Well, we work on a thing that we keep going viral and then just get kickbacks on TikTok.
Hey, wait, TikTok ain't gonna do it. TikTok doesn't pay shit. TikTok doesn't pay shit. YouTube We can make some money off
I'm
it.
saying, bro. You just have me in here. I'll listen to the show and just be like, there's a good thing.
Real-time clipping?
In real time.
Someday, Forrest. Someday when they give me a little budget, I will do the first thing I do.
I'll be your Jay-Z.
Yeah, that'll be. See? Pull it up. Pull that up, Forrest. Apparently, Forrest is going to be fired after he's done editing the video. That's probably why he's editing the video so slow, taking his time.
Yeah, it's not a 2-hour project.
Yeah.
It's like
Thinking about upgrading your windows or patio
Folks,
doors now?
I
is the
repeat,
perfect time.
the entirety of the roast was 2 hours long with like 6 cameras. So you have to go back and like, he's got to artistically, and then he's got to get the sound in there, and then it sounds so great though, and it looks beautiful. You guys are gonna love this. Shout out to Austin for the audio mastering.
Windows and doors are built for Florida homes, engineered to
And just so you know, if you're a Secret Show subscriber, if you are an annual Secret Show subscriber, you will get access to these video specials. So you'll get to watch the roast if you're a video annual subscriber, or if you're an audio annual subscriber, you'll get to listen to the roast. Otherwise, you can purchase them on their own. No, you've seen it all. Yeah. The jokes have lost all their punch.
Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
I was tired, about 3 acts in, and then yours has the most clean shots.
Oh, does it?
From the handheld, yeah.
Good.
And the most, the best hated.
I mean, all I know is, I was like, go up, read the thing, and be done.
It was good.
And I literally did that. It was fun though. Yeah, that was a fun event. Can't wait to do the next one. Or something like it.
Just do it a little different, that's all.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we have 4, we can use Justin's again, but we have our own cameras, so it's like we'll rent them across the board, all color, and then I'll stop being a bitch and get more of the crowd. So we had like this nice rolling ones where there's like a lull. Laughter, can you imagine just like a pan while you said
yeah.
Or like a dolly in the back that continuously does this.
I think the only way to get to that is to do what we did. Like, you have to like do it and then go, okay, what went wrong, what went right, and
no, it's solid.
And by the way, there was
always room for
an event like that, like day of, I go, there's so many things that can go wrong here. Yeah. And some of it did go wrong. Mostly just really drunk people screaming random shit out.
I can get you a discount. Whatever you said, weird lady.
The audience mic is great though. It really sounds, it makes it sound so alive. I dig it.
Supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with.
It's snowing like crazy out there, but not in my town. I'm wearing long johns. If you're wearing long johns in Florida, you have made a mistake, okay? It's going to be in the 30s for like 2 hours. And we have these, it's a Florida weather. So this week we'll have days where it goes from 38 to 78 or something. It's a beautiful day. I don't want to get all U2 on you. But it's a beautiful day. All right, we're coming back. Here we go.
Apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself.
Copyright, 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 copyright. Copyright.
Plus stations playing specialized holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz,
Come on.
country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts.
No.
Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack.
All right, back to it.
Christmas jazz, country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. B-A-N-K. That's bank. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening.
And we got email from you, dispatches from you. We got all sorts of stuff coming up on the show. Just to remind you again, it's Monday. I mean, I hate to do that because I know a lot of you are like weighed down by the idea that it's a Monday, but we're going to make it through.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
We will be through this week before you know it. We're just glad to have you on board. We got emails coming in like this one. Samantha emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com, and she says, "Hey, Sean, I've been a long-time listener, and I listen to the podcast." Well, thank you for that, Samantha. And for the video you played about the cop stopping the man riding a bull, I just wanted to chime in. For those of you who don't remember this, there was a story on, I think, Friday. The cops were called out, and it was body cam footage and audio of the cop going to like a Walmart or something, and there was a man on a bull that there was many police calls about for some reason. And so the cop ended up getting on the bull and all that stuff. They said, this person, Samantha, says, "We're a rodeo family. My son wrestles steers and my daughter rides speed events. Sabrina mentioned rodeos doing something with the bull's testicles to get them mad for bucking. That's actually a misconception that we like to help people understand because the rodeo gets a bad rep sometime. It's actually called a flank strap, and it's snug but not tight, and it doesn't have anything to do with the bull's testicles. When they're young, they're taught that the expectation of behavior when wearing this strap is to buck and go wild. It's training. When the strap comes off, they stop bucking, and so they're chill. You also asked if bulls and cows can be ridden like that. Structurally, their skeletons are more sound for riding than horses, but we ride horses because they're more comfortable for us.
Interesting.
And just for the horses are a lot smarter, she said. Anyways, thanks for the great show. Love you guys, says Samantha, the rodeo lady.
Now,
thank you.
It was, I'm very curious. Does this mean that we can go to Samantha's house and she could teach us how to ride a bucking cow?
She said they were, you sound like you're censoring yourself, but she said that they were a rodeo family, so I would imagine like...
I would love to do it.
Like, you're not living in a high-rise if you're a rodeo family.
Probably not, no.
That might be your second home. My orthopedic surgeon would say absolutely not to this, but YOLO, I would love, as long as it's not hurting the bull.
You
want to
get on a bull?
Learn. Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know. That seems that's scary. That's it.
It's exciting to me.
How much does a bull weigh? 1,000 pounds? More than 1,000 pounds. Yeah, right. They're big animals. A bull's got to be 1,500 pounds.
The average adult bull weighs between 11 and 2,200 pounds.
Oh my God, that's a big ass animal, man. And you're riding on top of that thing, and if it, God forbid, like, I think if a bull kicks you in the head, you're probably donezo, right? It's going to scramble everything.
I don't know that a bull kicks you in the head, though, unless you're doing the bucking thing and you have fallen.
On the way off?
Yeah.
It could be that. Okay, I wanted to tell you this since I teased it earlier. Beware Uber drivers. This is for real. This is an actual thing that's happening out there. Okay. And there's a couple of stories about this
When you
today.
teased this, you said there's an Uber scam, and you said it's a pretty decent one that anybody could fall for. But is it just for drivers, or is it for riders as well?
This is for drivers that this is happening. And this headline says, "What just happened? Uber driver warns of rideshare scam stealing drivers' money." And Channel 6 has this story. I said, many people drive for rideshare companies to earn extra cash. Brian Lappersaneri, a 45-year-old single dad who works 3 jobs, including driving for Uber. Good for you, buddy. Shared his experience to warn others.
He's the male Reba.
He says, "I just work it part-time. People are being scammed of their hard-earned money." So he explained how this whole scam works. All right. So he says he was picking up a rider when he got a call from somebody claiming to be Uber support. And they said, I'm sorry to inform you this, but you're currently under investigation for drinking on the job.
Oh.
And he obviously takes that very seriously. He says, I'm confused and I'm in shock, and they're going to look into the actual rider's account who made the report and see if there was anything that looked fraudulent. So they ask him a bunch of questions for about half an hour, and the caller goes, no, we looked into this. We think this was a false claim. And so what we want to do now is credit your Uber account for this time that you've spent on this phone call that you could have been giving Uber rides to people. We want to pay you back because it was a fraudulent claim that you were drinking behind the wheel of your Uber. And the caller said, here's what I need you to do. Open up your Uber wallet. And they said, enter this number. And the moment he entered the number, not only did it not give him money, but it drained his account of the $489.80 that was in it. And he said, I see a zero balance and I'm in shock. I'm like, oh my God, what just happened? He immediately reported the incident to Uber and filed a claim. It was denied because there was no indication of an account takeover. So basically, these people pretend like there's a claim against you for doing something wrong. They pretend like they're investigating you, and then they pretend like they're going to do the right thing because this was all fraudulent and put some additional money in your account. Do not give up your information like that if you're an Uber driver, because if you do, you could get completely screwed over just like this guy did. Other Uber drivers, if you've heard of this, or if this has happened to you or somebody else you know, let us know. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com, TIPS@thenewsjunkie.com. Send your dispatch in right now. All right, let's work in our first dispatches of the day. We can do one or two of these here. Here's somebody talking about that mysterious flash of light in the sky.
What's up, News Junkies?
Hey.
The meteor in question, or the flash of light through the sky, from what I understand, was a Chinese booster that broke apart, or some kind of failed space mission by the Chinese. Or it could be aliens.
Maybe.
Okay, no, but really it's probably just a Chinese booster making entry into our Earth again.
Why do we never get ahead of this? Why is it ever like, hey, if you look up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you might see a booster in the sky?
That's what I'm saying.
The technology is there. If we have, all three of us have an app that we can open it up and see what planes, helicopters are above us.
Mm-hmm,
their routes, cool. What's flying. So why not give us the heads up if there's going to be a flame ball?
Yeah. Space debris, little alert.
Unless they're looking for that marketing?
If you're seeing this up there in the sky right now, just so you know, not to be alarmed. It's not an invasion.
I think
all that stuff.
I think that, there were some indicators, but they come from like the nerdiest of space nerd that most of us just don't follow.
Too off the radar. It can happen.
Tell us who to follow. I mean, we should, right?
One more real quick. Here's TD.
Okay, we all know it. Don't talk like the younger generations because it is super gross. And I'm your generation, Sean. And you just did it, dude. You're saying cringe like over and over, and it's making me cringe.
What?
Because you're saying cringe. And
Get
that's one of the
here.
words. So let's just say it was not cool or bogus or whatever.
Bogus? Bogus is worse than cringe. Cringe is anybody can use cringe. I think cringe is acceptable.
Cringe might be out, man.
Whether it's out or not, she's saying like I'm too old to say cringe. So when I'm saying cringe, it is cringe, and I should say bogus. What if I said bogus? It would be cringe.
But cringe is just a real thing. Like it's a real thing that you do, as a reaction to stuff.
Yeah, and I literally am cringing.
Level 10 ick.
I can't do that. No.
Right.
Bogus, or whatever we said in the olden days, she said. Thank you, TD, for the dispatch. Appreciate it. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming new on the next episode? I've got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame highlights, and girl, you won't believe this is true. The 13th day of Christmas, our true love gave to us a Lifetime Pickleball Christmas movie. Plus, the police were called to this celebrity's birthday party, and for good reason. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
What kind of snack would you have while you're looking at amputee porn, Jimmy? Is that a fiddle faddle moment? Cheez-Its?
Pretzel nubs?
Yak with the win.
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Get ready for a big cool down across Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson, and we're tracking some of the coldest air of the season so far. Today's temperatures won't be too bad. We just won't budge very much. Temperatures will only reach the mid-60s for this afternoon, but the real cold arrives as...
Hello, everybody. Skull Like activated. Welcome behind the scenes of the show.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency. HCA Florida West Fallujah
Can I tell you?
Emergency Land is now open. Visit HCA Florida.
Canada has gone too far.
This emergency department is
I have to be real with you.
Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an
Canada this weekend
hospital rates.
went to a farm, and the Canadian government massacred 330 ostriches over bird flu fears. I would eat ostrich. I would eat some ostrich or ostrich jerky. But I mean, yes, indeed, the snowbacks are at it again. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, you just go in there. Can't we just fence them off and then let them live out their lives as ostriches? And like, they went in there, and within 15 minutes, they killed a whole thing of ostriches. Too far. It's all too far. Ostrich is quite tasty. I think the word cringe was overused by the youth, thus devaluing the word. People don't use it for things that actually make them cringe now.
What's John Daly think?
Ick is overused too.
Grip it and rip it.
Courtney will do the ick thing. Oh, that could be, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
she's overusing it because you're
she has a lot of content to work with. I thought he said 30-something officers, and I was like, WTF is going on in Canada? No, ostriches. The big birds like this. And picture now like 300 of these. And then they come out and they're just like, and they just mow down. I don't think it played out that way, but they mowed down all the ostriches. It's just crazy. I don't like it.
Oh, you know, the CFO needs me to book a week of travel. I'm days behind on invoices. The plants in the lobby are dying, and now I have to order lunch for 80 with gluten-free options.
Just use Easy Cater. Easy Cater? One platform built for workplaces. Tons of great restaurants.
This visual example is interesting. I have to make it so you understand what I'm talking about. If I say ostrich and don't do anything, you'll think I said officer, like that one person did. But if I do this, now you know what I am. You know what's going on. 90 seconds and we're back with the next episode.
You ripped Sabrina in an asshole.
I did what now?
You ripped her an asshole, man.
Oh, yeah.
Since the second act of Sabrina's coming.
It was the largest section of my roast. Did Sean just say Canada killed Big Bird? No, not true.
Audible's romance
Not
has
true.
something to satisfy
But what is
every
true
fall for a brooding
is we're coming back. All right?
romantic series from
We're going to be coming back, and the next episode is hello. It's coming up in just a moment. So sit down. You bought the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge. All right? Let's go, everybody.
Trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with zero down. Plus no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Here we go.
0 down, plus no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah, Orlando.
On a constant quest to stay calm, like that bear in the hammock.
In just a moment, all things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Excuse me. Choking on air right there. Anything could take me down at any moment here on the show, so you never know what's going to happen next. But I do know that the next episode is in just a moment. Join us with your feedback, as always. How? Email the show. If people still do that, just send an email to tips, T-I-P-S, at thenewsjunkie with an IE.com. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Walla bing bang.
All right.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah.
Ting tang, walla walla bing bang.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah.
Ting tang, walla walla bang bang.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, the Home Loans Radio Show, and just, I don't know, that easy life. If you're looking to refinance, buy your first dream home, debt consolidation, maybe get some cash out so you can get those Christmas gifts or a new boat, something for yourself. Work with someone who's got your back. He is going to explain the process to you, pull the curtain back or up on the mortgage business because he wants you to know it works. And that's That Mortgage Guy Don. Get said process started today by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Can you believe 33 years ago, 1992, the lead singer of this group right here,
Guns N' Roses.
Extra point for whom?
Axl Rose.
Axl Rose.
Ooh, goes to C Lane. And it was on this day he was found guilty for inciting a riot at St. Louis Riverport Amphitheater. Rock and roll.
What was the riot over?
I think they couldn't videotape, if I remember correctly, because it was on this day that he received his sentencing.
Oh, okay.
But he was arrested weeks prior, dare I say even months. And I think it was like it was oversold and people didn't get in, or it was he yelled at somebody for videotaping. It was like one camcorder on some guy's shoulder.
He used to get upset at a lot of things.
He still does, don't you think?
Yeah, I think less so. He seems more chill now, Axl Rose does, but...
Yeah, he was given a suspended sentence and ordered to donate $10,000 to various charities. So there you have it. Rock and roll, baby. And speaking of rock and roll,
yeah,
it was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction this weekend.
Oh, I missed it. Who went in? Who's the new ones?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Bad Company.
All right, that's cool. Yeah.
The White Stripes.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Outkast. Cyndi Lauper, and Soundgarden, and more officially inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this past weekend. Got some highlights. Cyndi Lauper held a moment of silence during her performance to honor the LGBTQ plus community. She was also joined by Avril Lavigne, Salt-N-Pepa, and Ray, capital R-A-Y-E. Chaperone had inducted her. Speaking of Salt and Pepper, they went into the Rock and Roll Hall for musical influence and actually brought up their lawsuit against Universal Music in their speech.
Uh-oh.
Salt and Pepper here. Soundgarden, inducted by Jim Carrey, who was friends with the late Chris Cornell. The rest of the band performed with help from Brandi Carlile and Taylor Momsen,
Yeah.
who you know from
The
Things.
Grinch.
Yes.
The Grinch and then her band,
It's
which
Not
is
Ugly.
Pretty Beautiful or something like that.
Pretty
or-
Reckless.
Pretty Reckless.
I'm
The
looking
Pretty
for
Reckless.
one more show that she was on.
Gossip Girl.
Mm-hmm. C-Lane, you're on fire.
Would never have gotten that. No.
Neither would I have.
I mean, you Googled it?
Yeah, I Googled her and it happened to come up.
And she's ripped now. I just
Is
saw
she?
her. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like 15 abs, if I counted
Wow.
correctly. Jack White
She
accepted...
definitely doesn't look like Cindy Lou Who anymore.
No, by no means. Jack White accepted the honor for the White Stripes. Meg continued her 15-year streak of not being seen anywhere ever. No confirmation if she's even alive at this point.
You know what this streak is? And it's one of the best ongoing stupid pranks that he's still pretending it's his sister. Or is it his wife?
Ex-wife.
Or is it both?
No, everyone thought they were brother and sister, but they actually were
Yeah.
married and then
Right.
kept the band going.
Yes. Yeah. And I think he still like plays into that. He'll be like, yep, my sister. And he's still keeping the scam going.
Speaking of playing into things, this was a first, and I believe decades. I will confirm with our boy Fritz, but they inducted Iggy Pop, who wore a shirt and a jacket on top of it.
Wow. Wow.
Iggy Pop is known to not have a shirt, so much so that, like, you have seen all the damage he's done to his body because he can't. He kind of looks like a half-wet noodle when he's walking around. Have you seen this?
I've
at
seen
all?
him with his shirt off. I thought he usually looks like hobo ripped. Like he looks like he
But
has
it's kind of
muscles.
off to the side because he's. It's like some weird scoliosis.
Sort of like the guy that you saw get hit by a train. Like that guy was hobo ripped.
Yeah, like
That's very true.
He's got muscles, but there's something not fully right about it. His arms are a little droopy. I'm looking at him here. This is like, but he's just old.
But it's
you
like,
know?
yeah, it's off to the side. But good for him.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's a look.
And congrats on his arms for feeling cloth on them for the first time in 30, 40 years. Also, just circling back and ending the whole Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stuff, Salt and Pepper, when they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, DJ Spinderella has become the first female DJ ever inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
So congratulations. And now we move on to the next award show. And according to reports, Fabrice Morvan from anybody?
I don't know. Oh, Milli Vanilli.
Yeah. That is correct. And he is nominated for a Grammy. So there is hope.
But for new
Are we stuck
music?
on Iggy?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to look at this Iggy
Oh.
Pop
Yeah,
thing for
does
a
he-
while. That's just really, I'm trying to get myself ramped
Just
up.
let him get there, C-Lane, before you change it.
Yeah, I took it away. Got to start all over. Start from scratch. Jesus. All right.
Kendrick Lamar leads the Grammy nominees with 9, followed by Lady Gaga, Sabrina Carpenter, Bad Bunny. If you can understand him, am I right?
I didn't even know Lady Gaga has a new album out.
Yes, dude. It's been around for a while. It was the whole abracadabra.
It hasn't landed with me.
That's
Yeah.
the only word I
mean,
know.
I don't dislike her. I like her, but yeah, I didn't know.
I'm not up on her new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Milli Vanilli has been nominated in the category of Best Audiobook, Narration, and Storytelling Recording.
Wouldn't it be a real bitch if it came out that they
he
faked
that? His memoir is You Know It's True, the real story of Milli Vanilli, and his competition includes Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson and just a little the Dalai Lama.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah.
Best of luck. But if Fab is victorious, this would not be his first Grammy win. It would be the one that is not stripped from him for lip syncing. And time do be a flying. So how about I give you the boob tube? ooh. We got football, baby. We have the
Yeah.
Packers and the Eagles. Hey, you guys. Go Birds. Name That Tune on Fox. Celebrity Weakest Link. The Voice. Part 3 of the knockout rounds. Also, shout out to B-Dobbs, our good friend of the show.
Oh, yeah.
I saw him on Dancing with the Stars because Nicole loves that show.
No
Wait,
way.
wait.
What was he doing on there? Is he
He was
the
in
star?
the audience.
Oh, okay.
But I could see
That's
him
cool.
like, I'm like, Nick, look. And I paused and she's like, I can't see it. It's so dark. I'm like, he's right by the hashtag of DWTS.
He got his
That's
picture
cool.
with Danielle Fischel.
Oh,
Topanga.
from, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Very cool. The series premiere of Bat Fam on Amazon, and you can catch Billy Bob Thornton on Fallon. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina.
He got his picture with other people, but I didn't. I recognized Topanga the most.
Yeah.
But looked like
My
a fun
favorite,
time.
Robert.
What is
Robert
Billy
Irwin.
Bob Thornton in right now that he's doing press? What is, because like I've seen him on other stuff
Landman
too.
still, or are we doing different stuff from Landman?
You know what's weird about Billy Bob Thornton? He
Oh,
somehow
it must
became
be.
this like figurehead for like a Southern American when I think
Big
he's
old dangle?
Canadian and he's not even like a country guy, but
No,
he
he was
became
born
like,
in Arkansas.
But this is the whole
Was he?
thing. Is he part of, Celine, if you don't mind looking this up, Broadway's Chess? Because I have Billy Bob Thornton,
Broadway's
Aaron Veet, or Leah Michelle, and Nicholas Christopher all coming on Fallon. And then
All
it
right.
says performance from Broadway's Chess. So I'm thinking that's all tied together because they usually don't have that many people in one late night show setting.
Weird.
If they're
No,
not
I'm-
all together.
All I see him is in the cell phone commercials where he pretends to be like a redneck. And I'm like, this guy's not a redneck.
His name
Why-
is Billy Bob, dude.
I know, but why did he become like the caricature of a redneck? And
Because it's
Billy
hard to
Bob
explain
Thornton.
the whole thing.
Hold on, that's not even his real name, is it? Billy Bob Thornton. Let's see.
William Robert Thornton, I believe.
It says Billy Bob Thornton. It gives it as his actual name, unless he's lying. He has been married a few times, just for the record. He has been not just to Angelina Jolie, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 under his belt.
6. 5
6?
divorces.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's on the sixth there. Yeah, I don't know what he's in these days, but I guess he's back in something now where they're having him do all these press tour things. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about somebody who is all of a sudden being hated in Hollywood. All right, not Sydney Sweeney. If you want to address that, you could do that on the Dispatch side. But I think that whole thing is just a crazy online thing. This one seems more real. All right, it's a guy who like sort of roped everybody in.
Ooh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And people like this guy. And a lot of times when stuff comes out about something like this, I'll be like, okay, what's really going on here? But this guy, there's something about him where I think maybe he is actually not the greatest. But we'll dive into these details. That's coming up in just a bit. And a terrible idea. I'd have to stop this in its tracks before it becomes more popular. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Win tickets to the Tampa Bay Bucks game Wednesday on our Instagram at Real Radio 1041.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic's starting to slow down in some areas on the major roadways. You might get caught up in some near that
Hey, everybody.
7 exit due to that earlier accident. There's no surprises on the major roadways affecting your ride. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline
Hi, folks.
Oil Change traffic tip line at 866.
Billy Bob's band might be opening for The Who.
From the traffic center in James Birmingham.
I don't have anything against him, really. I think he's kind of.
West Fallujah emergency.
I don't know. I don't have any opinion on it, really. I just think it's weird that Billy Bob Thornton is like Hollywood's idea of a redneck, and he's not a redneck. You know what I mean? That seems weird.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 1077.
Copyright.
Magic 1077.
It's the most
Wonderful time. Folks, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button over on YouTube. It's free to subscribe, and then
You'll get updates each day when we go live. We're here to hang out with you every single weekday, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., going through all things viral, anything that has people talking in the world, all the controversy, all the drama, all that good stuff.
Want to win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
Landscape says, I'm a redneck. Are you, though?
You're redneck?
I'm not. Do you think I'm a redneck? Oh. Why did that take you a while to answer?
I was going to come up with something clever.
Oh, I think you're clever. Forrest is, you did something nice for him and he's not even going to bother to smoke. I don't quite understand it, but he's rude like that. How much did you spend?
I got everything for the whole week for $132.
$132?
For dinners and everything.
You think money just grows on trees?
That's really good.
I told you, grocery store for the week, I want it below $10.
No.
I want it below $10.
Then you're gonna... I don't know what to get you.
$130 is good.
I know.
How much did you save? Courtney's the Publix saving champion. She saves more money at Publix than anybody. She knows how to do the BOGOs. We get the BOGOs.
We're having shepherd's pie for dinner.
Ooh. That sounds good. I haven't had shepherd's pie in a while. All right, good work. See you later. Bye. A redneck is a derogatory term primarily used for white Americans perceived as unsophisticated and working class. I mean, for what it's worth, the term redneck is something that I see a lot of people, especially growing up where I grew up, see people use it themselves to identify themselves.
This bitch is cut.
Who? Who what? Oh, it's done? Oh my God. The roast or initial cut is done. It's done. The initial cut. Now we just have 8,000 more cuts to do.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. You know, Movember is all about Men's Health Awareness Month and Men's Health. At Life Imaging FLA, they're offering a free heart scan with a few minimum requirements, but this is a great value that you really should take care of. You know, so many of our listeners have gone and found out they had blockage in their heart, had no idea it was able to save their lives. This is a true story. And when you go, you get into the full cancer screening, full body cancer screening. That's a really ultimate peace of mind, man.
That's awesome.
Clear and good for the holidays. You know, over 75 million cancer deaths have been prevented through early detection and screening. So, get hold of my friends at Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, you dial pound 250.
That's great. I didn't even know you got that. That's fucking awesome.
Well, you should have known I would get that.
You are great.
Thank you so much.
You're the best of the best.
It's Life Imaging FLA.
That's why we need to get Forrest a job here. He is absolutely S tier.
Say the words free hearts.
The roast is now raw cut. Do it. That's the breakfast of champions. Sometimes I'd be popping those Butterfingers like they're nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Butterfingers are great, but they get stuck in my teeth.
It happens.
And then I feel gross.
This fucking guy can't even eat a Butterfinger without just dropping the ball. Hi, everybody. Does a white person also call themselves crackers? Yeah, sometimes. And I'll tell you, if I'm mad in traffic, I call you all of those names. Well, I look over and I'm like, what identification can I grab from thin air to say the most offensive thing in my car by myself? 90 seconds and we're back. Raw cut, so is my wiener, LOL?
Sponsored by AbbVie. Hey, Russ Rollins here. Are you looking for a top-notch bench company that can help you and do great service? Call MNC Fence. I talked to Dow, the owner, a couple weeks ago. Came over to the house, gave me a great quote. Great guy to talk to. They were there on time. They really know their business when it comes to putting their fence, putting a fence up, and they can handle any kind of fence, whether it's residential or commercial fence. It's mncfence.org. That's mncfence.org, where quality meets character. Visit mncfence.org and tell them Russ the Monster sent you.
At Farmers Insurance, we often wonder, why would you buy
I don't know, man.
protect it with the cheapest case? Would you invest thousands in a home reno, but use the cheapest electrical wiring?
Ban yes or ban no? Hit me with it. Ban yes or ban no?
Your insurance. The answer is simple. You wouldn't. If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why.
Ban yes or ban no?
Quality and savings. Get a quote today at Farmers.
Yeah. Leaning towards it. Yeah to the yes. 3 yes.
Products not available in every state.
Ban them all? Maybe. Ban yes or ban no?
Underwritten by Farmers, Trucker Fire Insurance Exchanges, or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening.
Today's show, and boy, do we have a lot of ground to cover, a lot of fun to have. Hang out with us. Send a dispatch or fire off an email to tips, @thenewsjunkie.com. Good news. Forrest has finished the first edit of the roast event. The first edit is done, and I saw the ending of it, and it's so fantastic. Some of the behind-the-scenes stuff is so good. I think people are going to love this.
Nice.
And then the way I think that we'll put this out there is, because I thought about this, I was like, it's too long. It's like 2 hours. It's way too long. It needs to be cut down to less than 90 minutes, between 60 and 90 minutes, I think. But instead of just doing that and then releasing the full roast, anybody who gets the roast, you'll be able to see each person's raw full set. So like bonus materials will include all the actual full sets from each person who was at the roast. So you can see anything that you might have missed. And then we have a whole behind the scenes thing and all of that, all available before too long here when we get that all set and running over on thenewsjunkie.com. So it's exciting. It looks really, really good. Can't wait until everybody gets to see that before too long. Meanwhile, this is the worst idea I think I've heard in a while. And we know a couple of things. You know, no matter where you're at on the map politically, I think you can understand something pretty simple. Housing is expensive right now. I hear all these takes about like why the Mamdani guy won in New York. If you listen to the people who voted, it was so many like college educated young people who are New York City poor who are pissed off about how much everything costs. That's literally the reason, besides how bad the other candidates like Cuomo were, is literally the reason why Mamdani won in New York. Housing for young people is expensive. The average age of homeowners keeps going up and up and up and up and up because the price of housing is expensive. Let's say you get a job right out of college and you're making $65,000, $70,000 a year. You have to get all your affairs in order first. You have to save up money for a down payment, even though you've got all these other bills out there in your life. You have to financially stabilize yourself so that you can afford a mortgage payment each month. And then to get the house that you actually want, it's quite expensive. It's pretty expensive, and not even just in like New York City. And in most cities, new houses are expensive and in limited supply, and new cars are very, very expensive.
Oh my God, dude.
So, like, what I think we said on the show not that long ago, the average car was up to like 50,000. Is that too high? That's
I'm still on the market, still looking around.
It's so
And there
expensive.
was this Toyota that I saw in, HQ parking lot where I wasn't necessarily interested in Toyota, but I know they're reliable cars. I look it
Yeah.
up, and it was $75,000.
That's
and
crazy.
I paid for my car 12 or 13 years ago off the lot, 23. So
Yep.
I'm never going to see that again.
No, probably not.
Obviously.
There are still some cheaper ones. Like, are you against the idea of a Tesla or an electric vehicle? Are you against it?
I'm not against it. It just hybrid, great. I'm totally up for it. Electric is a whole different lifestyle. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you gotta.
the amount of driving that I do, it's just
People get the range anxiety. They get it. They go, oh God, I don't know if I want to do this. And then because it seems more difficult than getting gas in your car and stuff. But I just say that because some of the Teslas are actually a pretty good deal as far as cars go. You can get a steal on those, but cars and houses are expensive. And for young people in particular, to get a house and become a homeowner, it's very, very tough.
You get a Mitsubishi Mirage; those look kind of cheap.
How much?
13 grand.
New?
Do I have to roll the
Well, it
windows
says,
myself?
maybe.
I think it's going to be bootleg. That thing's got that's got a radio without presets on it.
Yeah, I'm not a full diva, but I would like some, show of what I've earned after 35 years on this earth.
Can I get some car play? I would like a little car play if you don't mind.
So many car manufacturers are trying to ditch CarPlay.
Why?
Oh,
they want you to use their infotainment.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw an article that was like something like, get ready to start letting go of CarPlay. And I was like, no, absolutely not. That was a requirement when I bought my truck.
Well, I think they probably feel like they're outsourcing the entire look of their dash display to Apple. They don't that's what you're going to see the whole time. Your phone's plugged in.
You don't have to do the CarPlay Ultra that we were talking about, where like your speedometer is CarPlay and your everything. It can still be just what it is in my car, where it's like one of the screens. You just hit CarPlay, and if you don't want to be on CarPlay, you can be on the radio screen or the climate control screen.
I like it. I like when people get nice things and their life is better because they got a new car, a new house. I think home ownership is important. Why? All these people will give you brain dead takes on why renting long term is smarter. This is stupid if you want to pass any sort of legacy wealth down the line. And that is literally what separates the most poor among us from the richest, is each generation passing a little more, passing a little more, passing a little more. When your parents leave you nothing and you don't have a good footing there financially, and it's all on you, it's harder to get out of this. So being a homeowner and passing that down the line is a good thing for everybody in America, right? But this is crazy. They're saying right now they're starting to work on a way that's going to be a game changer to make it easier for people to get a new house. All right, that sounds good. All right, game changer.
Sure.
New house is easier.
Market for that as well. Go on.
Just so you know, if you're going to get a mortgage on a house, they're generally 20-year to 30-year mortgages, I think.
Right.
Like you can get a 15-year mortgage maybe, but usually it's a 20-year to 30-year mortgage that you're paying on your house. And to combat the idea that it's so expensive for you to get your first house, they're trying to introduce, through the Federal Housing Finance Agency, and the Trump administration says they're working on this, I guess. They're trying to introduce the 50-year mortgage for home buyers. So you buy a house. Let's say you're 30 when you get your first house. You buy your house and you have to make payments on that house for 50 years until you're done paying off the loan.
Okay, but looking at life expectancy of it all, are they just crossing their fingers at the thought that that's going to go on to next of kin?
Well, it would be troublesome because the average age of first-time home buyers right now is 40 years old.
Yeah.
So you've been paying until you're 90, and then you're finally done.
Awesome.
I don't think that they make this 50-year mortgage. I don't think that they invented this to be something that is completed. To be a house that's paid off. I think it's something like you do this 50-year mortgage. You're probably going to get screwed on something here, but you're doing it because at least you're not renting. At least you're not throwing your money away. And so you have this, and then eventually when you get your S together, you can move into something to either refi or move into somewhere different, a more forever home and get a 20 or 30-year mortgage.
Yeah, but is somebody with a 50-year mortgage really going to get it together, or are they just going to go like they'll go? Housing is even more expensive now. Introducing the 200-year mortgage loan.
I mean, what I'm saying though, this is like an intermediary step between renting and buying is getting this weird mortgage.
30 years is crazy. You saw this, Elaine. When you get a house and you're filling out paperwork or you're looking at the paperwork.
Yeah, they have the whole list of payment dates, and you see the very last payment is going to be on 30 years from now.
The last payment is like 2046 or something, and you go, what? Holy cow. Now if you have a 30-year, that would obviously be 2055. But if you got a 50-year loan right now, it would be like your final payment in 2075 will make it so you finally own your house. That seems a little brutal. And then it's like everybody must keep working until their final days. Greeter at Publix or at Walmart or wherever. Uber driving into your 90s or whatever. But maybe you're into this. Let us know. That just seems like I think the goal should be to add more housing. To build more housing.
Oh, yeah. The generation before us are just raking in the profit because they invested in these properties. They've paid them off at this point. Most of them would say, like, this is what I'm going to leave to my children as an investment. And we can't even do that because we'll have grandkids before we pay it off.
I think we have so many, and this is like such a boring thing. I won't talk about it for long, but we have so many like zoning issues and building issues and things where we discourage people from building new communities with this idea that America is overdeveloped or whatever, right? And get in a plane, look at the ground. America is not overdeveloped. It's not even close. Get on an interstate. Get on the turnpike if you're in the state of Florida. Get on the turnpike and drive and just tell me we're overdeveloped. There's nothingness.
That's
There's
protected
cows.
land.
It's nothing. It's farmland as far as the eye can see on so many of these strips of land. Just look down from your plane. We're not overdeveloped. We need a huge inventory increase in terms of all different sizes and styles of homes in the United States of America. And that will start to even out the playing field a little bit, I think. But I don't want to. Just like I hate property taxes, the never-ending creep of property taxes. It seems like the same thing to be like, well, here now you're an owner. But much like the renters are going to pay their entire lives, you too are going to pay your entire life. And you'll never see the end of the rainbow here. 50 years later, you finally stop paying your mortgage because you've paid your house off. And then 50 years later, you have to still pay property taxes. It's a little broken to me. But let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. The 50-year mortgage has arrived. I was talking before the break about this celebrity that's getting a lot of heat. And I told you it's not Sydney Sweeney and that whole stupid thing. But somebody who has a lot of goodwill, I think. A lot of people were rooting for this person.
A lot of sympathy that was their way, especially, 2-3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Near death experience?
When he almost died. And then people were like, oh, my God. And they were really rooting for him. And we'll go through a little bit of this, but Jeremy Renner is the actor who's now in the middle of this big controversy. And the controversy basically boils down to this Chinese filmmaker, Yi Zhu, I think is her name. She says that Jeremy Renner sent her unsolicited nude photos and threatened to report her to ICE. Zhu, who worked with Renner on the Chronicles of Disney documentary, says that the actor forced himself on her during their first meeting and then sent obscene photos for days. That's her allegations, right? According to Jeremy Renner, this is the absolute opposite of that. He says the pair met only once, and this is through his attorney. Oh, the pair met only twice. In July for a documentary interview in Reno, Nevada, and they had sex, a consensual encounter. And then one more in August. Jeremy Renner's team claims it is Zhu who relentlessly and aggressively harassed and pursued him, sending hundreds of unsolicited and unwanted messages. So pick your poison, is Jeremy Renner creepazoid here?
Receipts are there, huh?
I don't know. I don't know who's released what, but these are the accusations. All I can tell you is a bunch of stories started to come out after Jeremy Renner was nearly killed by his own snowplow in the most hilarious way to almost die, and squished him like he's from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He pulls through. America's rooting for him because we all thought he was going to be dead. And then the stories about him started to come out. And at the time, there was this girl that Jeremy Renner was dating. And just in case you don't know who he is, what's he most famous for? Jeremy Renner. Hawkeye is a big one. He played Hawkeye, obviously. He's in a lot of stuff. He's a famous actor. And Jeremy Renner had this woman who wasn't even famous. She came out with her story about dating him and how he was like really obnoxious.
He was also in the Hurt Locker.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
And this woman who I think seems credible, she said that Jeremy Renner called her over for like a booty call, but was so drunk when she got there that things started to fall apart. And they had a few meetings back and forth. And then during one, she wanted to bring her family over and meet him. And he was like so put off by this. And then when her family did come over, he was drunk on the piano singing the whole time for the family members who they didn't want.
Sounds familiar.
Not hearing anything wrong. Not hearing anything wrong here.
Pulling a C lane, as it says in this article here in front of me. And there were just a lot of things about how Jeremy Renner might be, I'm not supposed to say cringe, I guess, anymore. What was the other word? Bunk or bonk?
No, not bonkers.
Bogus?
Bogus.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner's totally bogus. He is just totally bogus, according to some of these claims here. But he is denying what this Chinese filmmaker is saying. She's saying that she's telling the truth. And now there's some cease and desisties that are just floating around out there.
Kind of ping-ponging back and forth with the ceases and desisties.
That's true.
Yeah, sistis sound like
but
STDs.
I think he might be really obnoxious. I think, judging by some of these stories that are coming out about him, everybody poured goodwill out to Jeremy Renner, the actor, because he seemed like you wanted to root for him to live, for God's sake.
Right.
But then you start to like learn these little things about who he is, and perpetual playboy getting caught up in 2025 where everybody saves receipts on stuff. It kind of looks like this guy is cringe. The story I saw about him and that woman he was dating there's a lot of bogus in that story. So much bogus you wouldn't even imagine.
She's about to dispatch back saying, stop saying bogus too.
I got to say something. What else am I going to say here?
Say icky.
Everything is bogus, okay?
Everything is bogus.
Redo the Lego song. Everything is bogus, okay? And including Jeremy Renner and his dating situation, I guess. It's hard to know what's real and what's fake these days, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Somebody's defending Billy Bob Thornton. Let's see what they had to say. Here's Gene.
Hey, what up, y'all?
Hey.
I like Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay.
Cool.
I like his gritty on-screen persona. He played a lawyer in a series called Goliath a few years back.
I didn't see that one.
One of the episodes, they went after some upper crusty farmer-type entrepreneurs that were hogging all the water in California. Super good tie-in to all the stories that we heard after the fires and the problems they had with the water distribution.
Sounds exciting.
Kind of interesting. Not related, but coincidentally kind of explains
what's with the pauses, dude.
What we were hearing.
I don't know. You want to talk about what is bogus? Billy Bob Thornton, some of the stuff about him, and especially around the Angelina Jolie time, very, very bogus behavior there. Very, very.
See, bogus is throwing me off. Bogus comes off as like fake.
I don't know what to do.
Didn't they we wear vials of each other's blood around our necks?
Yeah, but that was also around the same time she kissed her brother in the mouth, like 2 Mississippis.
That was a weird period of Hollywoods and celebrities in Hollywood, I guess I should say. Not Hollywoods and celebrity. That doesn't make any sense. That was a weird period of celebrities in Hollywood, and they were at the center of all of this. And he, during the time, was as cringe/bogus as one could ever be. And a lot of the love for... I don't hate Billy Bob Thornton, by the way. I don't really have an opinion on Billy Bob Thornton.
John hates Billy Bob Thornton.
I don't, but I do think there's a lot of stuff where people give Billy Bob Thornton credit, and I'm like, I am not seeing it. Like, for instance, I know this is a hot take for some of you, but I think the movie Bad Santa is one of the worst movies ever.
Oh, come on. It's funny.
His character is like the least redeeming individual
That's the point
on planet
of
Earth.
the movie. He's
There's
Bad Santa.
Yeah, but usually you have an arc that things follow, and you're like, well, he's Bad Santa, but like, here's a couple of things that make you want to root for him. Nothing does. He's a monster. He sucks. He's not even nice to the fat kid, all right? The whole time.
No, actually, he was nice to that one kid.
Which one? The little red-haired kid?
The one, his partner.
Yeah, I thought he was mean to him the
I don't
whole
know
time.
if I either haven't seen Bad Santa or it's just been a really long time.
I don't remember it being like,
God.
all right, I'm no longer Bad Santa. Nice music, and let's go find a family.
No,
but he
it was
ends
bad.
up turning a little bit to be looking out for that child. However,
I thought that movie was so bad.
Santa.
Bad
Santa.
Indeed, yes. That lived up to the bad part of
So
Bad Santa.
bogus.
But it, to me, was just, I watched this, I'm like, it's not really funny.
What about Bad News Bears then?
Bad News Bears is great. It's a great story. There's an arc there. And I don't want to go on that
turn
journey.
around in that.
I like the overall story of Bad News Bears, and there's enough of the other characters to fill it out. This one, I just don't think there is. Maybe you guys are all Billy Bob Thornton fans. I don't know. Tell me where I'm wrong, okay?
I like Pushing 10. Pushing 10's a good time.
Newsjunkie.com. Is that a golf movie? Is that
No, airplanes.
Oh, sure. Quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from you, and we'll talk about Balls Out Bowling. Believe it or not, that is. We're going to talk about Balls Out Bowling. It's what you think it is. It is. And I'll tell you why people are doing this, and the details you maybe need to know are coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
Monsters in the Morning.
Yeah, you got to get them a ramp on.
Anyway.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
The left lane's blocked on Florida's Turnpike northbound at US 27 out in Leesburg. There's debris on the roadway, partially blocking the ramp from the Turnpike northbound to US 192. Look out for road rangers on the roadways. There's no accidents slowing you down on I-4, just some familiar delays piling up. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
My name is Arnold Bogarty, and prior to me enrolling in Rasmussen to become a nurse, I spent 16 years in the military. I went to visit the campus. The facilities were amazing.
Rasmussen University. Are you ready to be your own hero? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Folks, if you need any help whatsoever when it gets cold this week with your air conditioner, there's a company that's there to help you out. There's a company that's going to do right by you. And you hear me talking about them all the time. I just want to remind you, that company is Mills Air. Your AC, when you think about it, and you think about, unfortunately, something eventually going wrong, think, that's all right. I got a company that's going to be fair and decent and get me up and running very fast, and it's Mills Air. If you want to have them look at your AC, preventative maintenance is the plan they have. They'll go top to bottom, change all your filters out, clean out the lines, do all that stuff you don't want to have to do or don't know how to do. Mills Air, they do it right every single time. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer, and they can get you massive rebates on a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to my friends over at family-owned and operated Mills Air. Here's the phone number if you need to dial them up. 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with 0 down, plus make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with 0 down, plus no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. You have commitments, family, a job. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that, which is why we provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors who will work with you to keep you on track from day one. You can change.
All right. Dull micing it for a Monday. Let's make it official. Let's put it on the board here. How's everybody doing? What's happening, chat? How was your weekend? Everybody have a good one? Do we, is my chat not refreshing here? No clue about balls out bowling, by the way. Hello. Hi. Unfettered. Crazy Drunk Cat Lady. T-Back. What's up? Lee Road. Dan. Landscape. Ugh. House cleaning. I did a little bit of that. There was a little bit of that. There was fancy champagne involved. Some vouv. Exercise, didn't do that. No, wouldn't say. I made, wife was working on Saturday, so it was just me and the baby. So I gotta figure out something to do, We had a whole bunch of shit in the garage, so I made a couple trips to the Orange County landfill. Which, I don't know if it's been a while since I've been there on the Saturday, but it is busy. It was busy my first trip. Lines. Yeah. Had to get everything weighed out, weighed in and weighed back out. When will Sabrina do a dull mic? She could. It would take a little bit of, rearranging. I actually wouldn't even take that much rearranging. I could put her microphone as a source here. But a lot of times she's moving around, during breaks. She's working on stuff in this one, but a lot of times she's smoking or going around doing stuff. I don't know. But it's a no drinking night, which I'm probably is for the better. Never that excited about it, but, I like to do a couple, like to reset everything. However, I'm hoping that my digestive system kind of rights itself today or tomorrow. Because Friday I have plans, and I'm very excited about them. Going to the Food and Wine at Swan and Dolphin. And that's a good time. Because everything's included. It's not like Epcot where you pay for everything. Everything is included. So, anyway. Looks like we're coming back, so I'll catch y'all in a second.
That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is...
And honestly, I'm glad Celine's going to be able to see this. I'll tell you what's going on in just a moment here on the show. And in just a moment, we'll talk about balls out bowling. I know that seems weird, but it's going to make sense. And then
You're
it's going to
excited I'm going to be able to see balls?
You might.
You could,
You
in
haven't
many
seen yours
ways.
in how many years?
You could, but I want to tell you this first because Sea Lion is headed to New York City before too long.
That's right.
Big
And I
city.
saw this morning that New York City, that's right, the Big Apple,
New
as they
York
said,
City.
the Christmas tree has made its way to Rockefeller Center.
Yeah. Ashley said that it'll be there, but it won't be lit up yet.
Boo.
Okay. And it's a sweet little story. It's this couple, and the guy died in 2020. He was 32 years old, the dude. All right. His name was Dan Russ. He was 32 years old in 2020, and he died. And Judy, who was his wife, really wanted to do something with this big spruce tree, a Norway spruce outside their home in upstate New York.
Just one. They're
Yeah.
not like tree people. They don't have a field of trees they sell.
Take a look at this, because for those of you on the stream, this is their house, and they just have like one big giant Christmas tree next to their house. It's like there's one huge tree. That's it. That's the tree that they're going to be using for the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree this year, and it's from a widow who has donated the tree that was outside the home she shared with her husband, who died in 2020, and she wanted this to be the tree, and they said, "All right, we'll take it," and it was donated. It's a 75-foot tall Norway spruce, and it served as a jungle gym for their son, Liam. They cut it down on November 6th, and it'll arrive, it's already arrived a couple of days ago in Rockefeller Center, and then they're going to get all the lights and stuff on it. But I don't know if it's different because it's so big, because it's a 75-foot tall Christmas tree. I see people already setting up the tents and selling Christmas trees. If I buy a Christmas tree right now, isn't that son of a bitch going to die before Christmas arrives?
Unless you really take care of it, I guess maybe water it or do the proper things.
Hold on. I say
to make sure it doesn't die.
I say die. It's dead the moment you cut it out of the ground. Is it not?
But you can have you can get a bouquet of flowers, and those can last quite some time if you are changing out that water, giving it the food.
Yeah.
Trimming off the dead stuff, that can last longer than until it's completely sad looking. This tree should do the same if they're caring for it properly.
Well, the problem is Christmas has now been stretched out so long as a holiday that your Christmas tree, if you get it in the beginning of November, has to last 2 months.
That's how we're doing the fake trees.
Yeah, the real tree life ain't going to work out for you, I don't think. But Sea Lion's got to get to see this dead guy's tree in New York City with his very own eyes.
That's 1,000% a real photo.
Yeah, it's for realsies. Yeah, I mean, it looks a little AI.
It looks a lot of AI. I got to be honest,
that's
but
what
this is AI's fault.
It says the giant Norway spruce from the Russ's family home in East Greenbush, New York, is being used as this year's Rockefeller Christmas tree.
I think it's just that the tree is so big that they needed to use a drone to photograph it.
Sus of everything.
To show it next to the house and the difference in size between that garage that they have, or barn or whatever that is, versus the 75-foot tree.
Yeah. Sabrina's right there. There is this weird 2025 thing when everything you look at, you're like, is that fake? What am I looking at here? I saw that this morning with something. Let me see. Let me share this with you guys. I still don't know if this is real, but the story that I saw, which is starting to go a little viral, says U.S. engineers unveil something called Tornyol. See, if you look this up, it's Tornyol. See if that's real. A palm-sized drone that hunts and kills mosquitoes midair. You put it in your yard, you let the drone patrol, and for $1,000, it kills all the mosquitoes in your yard. And I'm like, that's AI, right? That's
one.
All right.
Wait, what? That was.
They're showing the drone, and the drone just blasts all the mosquitoes out of the sky. But I don't believe anything anymore. Custom protection
40 grams
perimeter
is a tiny drone.
But it says, what
so
did it say right there?
White House is the example if you live in that big of a home?
Because they said you could set a perimeter around your house, okay? And as big as the White House perimeter, and it silently protects your house. The drone goes out, And for $1,000, your little mosquito drone, this has got to be fake, right? Like, there's no way. I don't believe this.
Well, I'll take it. The mosquitoes are horrible right now.
It would be cool, but are we there yet where you can get a drone and it just zaps all the mosquitoes out of the
Mosquitoes aren't
air?
that big, so this is already unbelievable.
Like, so the drone came out and just ID'd that mosquito in the air and then blasted it out of the sky.
Okay, but to scale, that was the size of a small bird. I don't believe this company.
Sealand says the drone is pretty small itself, like the actual drone. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I believe it's real. Is there any website for it?
Yeah, Tornado.com.
Tornado?
They look to be taking your money. You can have a subscription plan of $50 a month, which includes drone unit, maintenance, software updates, and customer support. You have to reserve. You put down a $100 deposit to reserve your spot.
I'm sorry, but their example at the White House is not for your average consumer.
Well, that's what they're saying. If you could do it at the White House, then it'll definitely take care of your property.
Somewhere else, then.
They probably do, because I'm looking now on the website. They have these little drones. Sealand, how big can you tell how big these are, like inch-wise? Like,
well, they say it fits in the palm of your hand, and if it's 40 grams, that is incredibly small. The drone that I have is 149 grams, or it's something that keeps you under this FAA rule. But it's a tiny, tiny little thing.
So this says, watch the full demo. Let me see. This is the one we just watched. Yeah. This is the same demo that I saw before.
That's a bird.
But it works. Oh, it says own it for, oh God,
How
hate
much?
this. Subscription plan, $50 per month, or own it forever, a one-time $1,100 fee, which gives you lifetime updates, drone unit included, $100 deposit right now for it. And then you go over to their website and buy it. And then the drone protects your property and blasts out all the mosquitoes.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's crazy.
The drone features a high-power battery with 5 minutes of flight time.
No, that's not enough.
The unit automatically returns to its charging station when battery is low, recharges in about 30 minutes, and resumes patrol automatically for continuous protection. The system intelligently manages patrol schedules. We're also working on battery swapping to increase effective battery swapping?
How about when that company goes to the, dumpster?
Mm-hmm.
There's you got that lifetime, and you won't get any updates, and you're gonna have to keep this piece of crap. But we've got all our money, and see you later.
I don't believe this.
5 minutes? You think they're gonna take out of Florida mosquitoes?
Yeah.
No way.
Wouldn't a bat be a better investment? You just get a big ass bat and put it in your backyard.
My question is, how does it neutralize the mosquito? From the video, it looks like it flies into it. So the mosquito gets chopped up in the rotor.
With drones and sonar, it says we use array sonar, and then we identify and track mosquitoes in real time, and then I guess it cuts it up in the wing.
Oh, please.
Of the drone, the drone blade.
I'm full sus.
This is supposedly real, but you can check that out.
Tornado grinds mosquitoes in its propellers, environmentally friendly and safe for your family and pets. Grinds mosquitoes is funny
all
to me.
those mosquitoes that just freshly left your leg. Mm-hmm. That's blood all over the blades, is it not?
It's going to be brutal, yeah. It's TORNYOL.com, and it looks to be real.
SCAM.com.
You can pre-order them right now. So there you go. There's that. I still don't know 100% if that's real, but it seems to be, at least. Jury Duty is coming up next. We still got to get to
That's
Balls
not
Out
real
Bowling. That might be real. No, that's going to be real. That's going to be real. Jury Duty is coming up next. We got Balls Out Bowling. We also have this story over the weekend where more sports... Oh, my God. I was going to say sports athletes. More sports stars, more baseball stars in this case, were caught in a cheating scandal. What were the details behind this bust? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Music Weekends. Our classic alternative.
You gotta keep them separated.
Classic alternative this weekend.
It's in Green Bay.
The Magic, they'll play the second leg of a back-to-back tonight at home against Portland. Orlando's lost 2 of their last 3 after they fell to Boston. And college basketball's second week is underway now. Stetson's in action tonight. They'll visit Miami, searching for a second straight win in that one. I'm Scott Davidson.
Fairwinds Credit Union. Whether you need personal or business accounts to help you reach your goals, they've got you covered. Visit fairwinds.org to join their community of financial freedom seekers today. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
If you've been thinking about upgrading your windows or patio doors, now is the perfect time because Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sales event is here. For a limited time, get 20% off all replacement windows.
More dull, Mike. Let's put it up here. Boom. Nope. There we go. Bam. Sean is playing with Sean and Forrest are playing with toys right now. So I was just telling Sean about this football player. Where did the story about this football player and his massive hog go? I don't think I've never been made aware that any former relationship of mine has been reviewed in a positive way. Although I was told I was on that Lulu app and it wasn't negative, but some football player, what's his name? I gotta find this guy. Apparently his ex-wife said that they divorced after 7 years because he has a massive hog. Just 2 Coke cans, she said. Let me see. Football. It's All-Star Cam Soda. Matt Khalil, a former NFL offensive tackle who played for 6 or so seasons. He's reportedly had a $300,000 offer from Cam Soda after his ex-wife, Haley Khalil, recently opened up about her reasons for the split, claiming the biggest factor in their divorce after 7 years was his huge dong. When they divorced, the pair put it down to irreconcilable differences. Haley spoke about the issues with their sex life as she and the sportsman were trying to do the damn thing, that's her quote, not mine, and put the work in for their marriage. We tried it all, therapists, doctors, not even lying, looked up lipo-type shit, she said. We've tried. Impossible unless you're going to be in tears type shit. Ex-husband was 0.01% of the population when it came to this issue without actually directly referring to his penis out loud. How do you make it 7 years? How do you need 7 years to come to that conclusion? Seems like something you could have figured out before you got married. She did make it clear that Matt's a great guy, though, saying he's her homie. Well, she sounds like a homie if she's going around telling everybody the guy's got a big dick. And now Cam Soda wants to give him $300,000 to go make the pornos. What a bro. What a bro, this Haley Khalil. "7 years of a giant hog. It's got to be the epitome of hot dog down a hallway." I mean, I think it sounds like the problem was no hallway. She cheated on him with somebody with a smaller one and enjoyed it more? Possibly. I didn't get the phone call, but possibly. Can I imagine how big that thing looks in Sean's little hands? I don't want to imagine how big it looks. Also looked up lipo. What, like penis liposuction? Can you get your penis reduced? She said his size was around 2 Coke cans on top of each other, maybe even a third, which made it impossible to have sex. What? This guy really did not do her wrong at all. Couldn't have. My gosh, if there were those sort of reviews written about me after exiting a relationship. What an endorsement. Because somebody's going to want to try it. This Matt Khalil. Every time someone says hot dog in a hallway, I think that person doesn't have sex. I haven't gone to do the deed and gone, oh, this seems like a hallway. What is going on with this young woman of questionable morals? And her hallway, her massive hallway. Anyway, 40 seconds. We got to get back and do the thing. I don't know if we're going to talk about this guy's dick or what, but definitely not like I'm talking about it now. I'm sorry it's over-modding for you. Anyway, back at it.
Data purchase. See store for details.
Everdoor's Forever Springs last for life. And right now, you save $75. One fix, forever covered. That's Everdoor peace of mind. Lock it in today at everdoor.com. Everdoor, the garage door that lasts evermore.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is...
Some interesting stuff going on out there in courtrooms on this planet of ours, and we'll get into all things viral in jury duty here in just a moment. Real quick, I wanted to tell you that Balls Out Bowling is back. And I know what you're thinking. What is Balls Out Bowling?
I thought it never
left. You shouldn't try this if you're not really prepared. But this is one of the stories getting a ton of attention today out of Pittsburgh. And the story says, have no need for clothes? Oh. Well, Balls Out Bowling is back, where nudity is indeed required.
Just dudes?
You could require nudity?
That's a good question. Oh, hold on. Sabrina's question is answered here pretty quickly. But the Pittsburgh area naturists are hosting Balls Out Bowling, a nude bowling event for, well, I guess it was this past weekend. It was a 4-hour event. It's open to all adults interested in body-positive, non-sexual social nudity. Good luck with that.
Yeah, great title for it as well.
Nudity is required for all participants.
Which kind of is a good title.
May wear
It is,
bottoms.
but come on, boobs out.
The event is inclusive of everybody. Guests must bring a towel to sit on.
Oh, yeah, that's, what do we call it? Remember?
Those are cruise ship rules.
Yeah, but when I did Sabrina on the Job 10 years ago, they called it
I don't know. Bum towel?
Bum pillow?
Something with a fun name like Balls Out Bowling.
Guests must bring a towel to sit on and a bag for their personal items. Admission is $30 whether you're bowling or not, and you get your shoe rental because, of course, you still have to wear the bowling shoes. You can be completely naked, but bowling shoes, please. BYOB. And
wait, that is weird.
Bring your own balls.
Is that in case your feet get sweaty or something?
Well, no, it's just the rules, man. You can't be on that lane without any shoes on.
Yeah, but I thought that's usually because they don't want you wearing your like normal shoes because your normal shoes will scuff up the wood. But if you're barefoot, you still have to wear the shoes?
It says it's required. That's what it says here for Balls Out Bowling.
Yeah, if you drop the bowling ball on your toe.
No photography or video is allowed. It's a non-sexual event, so don't make it weird, dudes. But yeah, I mean, to each their own. That seems like a dangerous thing. But swinging around bowling balls with just your junk hanging out, and I can't have normal conversations with you when everybody's naked.
I'll tell you, it was
bad.
Like I said, the only normal part I felt was we were playing pickleball. And everyone at that moment, I was like, oh, I forgot you guys were naked. But everything else, I'm like, I know you're giving me a tour of the library right now, but your nipples are the size of pencil erasers.
It's just, you can't get over that. You can't get over it. It's just normal to be like, well, this is strange. This is a little different.
But
everybody's naked.
I would
right
love
now.
to see, like, because they can't show up naked, like walk through the parking lot. Through the doors.
No,
so
you have to do that at the
everyone's
front.
in a robe or...
Yeah. They should do it like boxing entrances, you know? Like you get to the door, then you like strip everything down and go, ladies and gentlemen, and then
Bush.
You make your way out like that. Here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, there's lots of attorneys trying to get your attention out there. You're bringing them something with this case that you have. So bring it to a law firm where they're actually going to care about you and you're not just a number in a spreadsheet somewhere. They know your story, and they fight for you at the DeWitt Law Firm. 800-CALL-MO or justcallmo.com. Here's what we got real quick. President Trump has pardoned his former personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and a whole bunch of other people who could get caught up in the 2020 election hubbub. And this is full, complete, and unconditional pardons to anybody who they might go after for efforts to overturn the 2020 election, according to the Justice Department. So it was a big old long list. The only person it didn't include was President Trump himself. It said specifically, like, this does not include President Trump, but it was everybody else who kind of acted on his behalf, like Mark Meadows and Rudy Giuliani after the 2020 election. The baseball news was about the Guardians, the Cleveland Guardians, two pitchers for the team, Emmanuel Clase, C-L-A-S-E, and Luis Ortiz were charged with fraud, conspiracy, and bribery. Now, the whole cheating scandal moves over to baseball.
So FBI is fully focused on sports because it started out with the basketball where they were like arresting coaches and players at the games. Then we saw the UFC or boxing recently that was clearly rigged.
Right.
And now we're moving on to baseball. So I mean, everyone's doing it.
I don't know how long, like an investigation like this has probably been going on for a while, I would guess. I'm not really sure when they start these, so I don't know when the investigations began, but I guess they're referencing stuff as far back as like May of 2023. So this I guess went on for a while. And it says Cleveland Guardians pitchers Emmanuel Clase, and Luis Ortiz were charged with fraud, conspiracy, and bribery, stemming from an alleged scheme to rig individual pitches that led to gamblers winning hundreds of thousands of dollars, according to an indictment. Ortiz, 26, was arrested Sunday morning in Boston and will appear in court today. Clase, 27, is not in custody yet. Prosecutors in the Eastern District of New York said that they had similar charges against NBA player Terry Rozier, or whatever his name is, and then some other people. They said in the case of these folks, there was hundreds of thousands of dollars that were won. These two baseball pitchers are facing 20 years in prison right now for wire fraud conspiracy, 20 years for honest services wire fraud conspiracy, and then money laundering charges.
That sounds like you're being arrested for something nice. You're under arrest for honest services conspiracy.
What are you in for? What are you in for, friend? Honest services. That's what got me. But they had like pictures of these pitchers when they were throwing the pitches. Oof, that was rough. Pictures of the pitchers when they were throwing the pitches. And they said they were purposely doing this. And like, so for instance, they would regularly throw balls instead of strikes and sliders rather than cutters on the first pitch, in which batters would wage on the individual pitches to be balls or under a specific miles per hour. So this was like so specific that they'd go, his first pitch against this batter is going to be what type of pitch or how fast.
Are we
and then
so
he would rig it.
Underserved with just a baseball game, like betting on a baseball game, that we have to bet on individual pitches?
Yes, it's degeneracy. It's it's the ultimate betting degeneracy now that they're doing this level, and they're cheating. They're cheating back and forth. At least some of these folks are. So we'll see what happens with that. But the sports crackdown is real, folks.
What's next? You want to put bets on that?
Well, they got basketball and baseball. Football, is NFL going to get roped up in this whole scandal and all the cheating stuff? I have no idea. But they are now going against these two pitchers, and we'll see what you think about this. Sports fans, hit us up with the dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, an SNL controversy and a new robot. Oh, God, we have some things to talk about. I have some concerns here. This will all make sense when we come back, and that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Bucks head north to face Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Coverage starts at noon this Sunday on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The off-ramp's blocked from I-4 eastbound at Cayley Street. There's a crash blocking 2 right lanes on Florida's Turnpike southbound at I-4. An emergency crews have called the Valvoline.
Hello!
Traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the traffic center.
Hey, everybody.
Birmingham.
Welcome to the stream.
Is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
Hit that subscribe button and hit the like button if you don't mind. If you've enjoyed even just a moment of the show so far as we go into the final hour, the power hour of the show, hit that like button. If you want to do a shout out to your mods out there, hit the like button. This is a way to show them some love. It really benefits them big time. Thanks to all the mods, by the way. Thank you. What do you want, Valerie?
Orlando's Christmas Station.
Substitute co-host. City of Mount Dora presents Salute to Service. Veterans
Do it.
event November 11th at Gilbert Park beginning at 11 a.m.
That's pretty funny. If it works, if it fits. We're trying to figure out what to put on for the on-screen graphics for jobs for people. Like Ross McCoy, Roastmaster, right? Joshua Fowler. What do we put? What do we put for the title on the screen during the roast when Joshua Fowler comes? Do you put just call Mo employee? No. Do you put part-time co-host? Fill in? Do you put part of the crew? Do you put comedian? Degenerate. You just put degenerate over there. Lord of the Roast? Boy hole owner? Bitch boy? Some of these are rude. Substitute co-host? All right. Substitute co-host. That works? Substitute co-host?
You want Josh Fowler?
No. Just put Josh Fowler.
Did you know Kia sells more new cars in Central Florida than any
Professional Peter Puffer. What even is that? Extra junkie? Bonus junkie? J-Lo enthusiast? That would be good. J-Lo enthusiast is great.
This Thanksgiving, gather around the table with the freshest flavors Florida has.
You really should put J-Lo enthusiast. Yeah, if it fits. Because when he does the next episode of the show, he always puts one Jennifer Lopez story in every single time. Yeah.
Since when?
For as long as he's been doing it.
I've never even noticed that.
Yeah. Every single time he does the next episode, like you'll hear it tomorrow, he does a J-Lo thing. So J-Lo enthusiast actually is a pretty perfect one. Good work.
Local neighbors is facing
Good work, BDMP.
We can nourish traditions and share meals with loved ones.
The fourth friend. These are all good suggestions.
Donated to Second Harvest Food Bank.
Sean, I'm making enchiladas. Can I get an enchilada riot?
Essential for the kids
Oh,
and seniors as
I was pretty drunk that day. I was. Yikes.
Help today at Feed Hope Now.
3 minutes and we're back live on the show.
The free turkey event at BJ's Wholesale Club is so incredible, we called in Tom Turkey to talk about it. Take it away, Tom.
What's the best way, not to throw more stuff in for us, but what's the best way to do, like, the stuff before? I don't know how to phrase this, but like, I think I sent you the one thing that was like the Stay Fickle spray paint thing.
Yeah.
Like, should we put
do like 20 minutes of like production company
like over and over and over, Family Guy? I've got the Stay Fickle one that I want to do.
Yeah.
And then maybe like, I don't know, the stuff before, and then we slow into it. And then the credits afterwards.
Oh shit, credits I've never really been.
You never done that?
No, I know how to do it, but I probably don't do it the best way. Who made that Fickle Beast?
Some guy on Fiverr. But I definitely want that.
Oh, you know, the CFO needs me to book a week of travel.
Like that's my MGM thing.
The plants in the lobby are dying, and now I have to order lunch for 80 with gluten-free options.
Just use Easy Cater. Easy Cater, one platform built for workplaces.
Let's see Forrest's feet. What did I tell you guys about being weird?
And stay on budget. Plus,
when there was a guest, I said don't. Don't do it.
Or even gift cards for you.
Now that's what's up.
Easy Cater, the easy, rewarding way to order food for work. Order now at EasyCater.com.
90 seconds.
All comes down to this, folks.
Yeah, I mean, because we got to think about that at least. Are there probably templates for credits?
Maybe, yeah.
I'll look later.
What are you're gonna have to let me know what you want credit-wise, though, like Justin and all that shit.
Yeah.
Probably the sound, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be on that.
No, I don't want your shit.
Yeah. Forrest in big letters. Directed by Forrest.
Black Friday is going on now.
IMDb credit, buddy.
Store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with
Big
$0
time.
down. Plus make no payments till next
Okay,
year.
folks, we're coming back right now.
Oh, at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with $0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with $0 down. Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
Power Hour is on. A lot of ground to cover here. And in fact, we'll do a bit of a grab bag segment here to kick things off in the final hour of the show. We'll get to your feedback momentarily. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com or record a dispatch. Even better, baby. Record a dispatch over on the website. I want to hear your voice. I want to see your face with a video dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. One thing I saw going pretty viral today, over 1 million views, and it has a whole bunch of people very, very angry. And I kind of talked about doing a little bit of this wherever I see like explosive fake news popping off, making mention of it, because you'll probably see this. People were losing it at the latest from Miss Rachel. My God, what is that bitch up to now? Miss Rachel, beloved kids
kind of like Sydney Sweeney for kids. Like she's just very successful, but everybody wants to hate on her.
And the clip that was going viral, I can't believe how many people were fooled by this, but here it is.
Hi, friends. Today's letter is M.
That's not.
For Mom Donnie. Yay! Mom Donnie is brown.
Okay, just so you know.
Clearly not Miss Rachel.
It's obviously not Miss Rachel. Yeah.
It's
got a
not
million
even
views.
AI Miss Rachel.
No, it's just a woman who does a Miss Rachel like knockoff, and a lot of people were convinced that this was her, and they're like, "Oh my God!" Now she's shilling for the mayor guy who won in New York City. It's not real. It's not actually
Show me the
her.
children that are obsessed with Miss Rachel, and them believing that.
The kids don't have any idea what's going on.
No, but I guarantee all the kids that like watch Miss Rachel religiously, for lack of a better term, would know immediately that that's not Miss Rachel.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, there's something to her voice.
Does Jackson watch Miss Rachel at all, or no?
Not a lot. He's leans more
He's kind
towards
of a MAGA
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
He leans more towards MAGA Mouse. But he has seen Miss Rachel a handful of times, and it will grab his attention. Like that definitely will keep him occupied.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's like scientifically built to grab their attention. They know exactly what they're doing with these things.
But he's also 2 years old, and he's perfectly fine watching the same 7-minute music video over and over and over again.
Oh, that is my favorite new thing. Is what's the song Jackson is so into now?
Well, see, it started with the Witch Doctor song,
right?
And then
Ooh,
yeah. And then I said, well, I am pretty tired of this song, and I need to transition into something else. And I was like, what is easily like repeated a lot, something that's easy for him to sing along to, he'll be able to figure it out. And I settled on the old like Louisiana blues Iko song.
Iko.
You hear it, and Mardi Gras and stuff. And he is now obsessed with that song.
It.
And like when the song is over, he asks for it again. He wants to hear it multiple times a day. And on Saturday, I had some stuff I needed to get done. I took a couple trips to the landfill to just get rid of a bunch of crap we had in our garage. And I was like, how can I load the truck without not being able to see him?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how am I able to keep him occupied where I can trust that he's not,
small cage.
Trust that he's not like licking
Put the jam on.
Licking a power outlet somewhere.
Yes, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you don't want that.
And so I put the 7-minute Grateful Dead version on repeat.
That's so
and
funny.
Son of a bitch, it worked.
So my friend's kid became obsessed with the Blue Eiffel 65 song.
Blue,
and would listen to nothing else, but to the point where I went over the house and we're like, let's try a remix. And he's like, no. And I could see it in their eyes how tired the parents were because they had heard that song easily 1,500 times.
Make it stop.
We're kind of brainstorming what the next song should be. We've thought of Bop.
Oh, that's a catchy
so
song.
many times.
But
Pick
also,
like a 10-minute song.
I'm Gonna Be That by the Proclaimers. 500 Miles.
Oh, that's a good one too.
That's going to be punishing to you though, because it's like that seems like it would be nightmarish to hear that on loop all the time. We do this as adults too, though. I mean, I remember at one point, I don't know when the song came out, but my sister, we like in our house, we had my parents' bedroom off to the right-hand side. Don't think like the east wing or anything. It was a very small house. It was like 1,600 square feet or something. And my parents' bedroom was off to the right past the dining room. And then all three kids' bedrooms were off to the left in like a little cul-de-sac together, right? And it was my bedroom, my brother's bedroom, my sister's bedroom. And at some point in time, The Used dropped that Taste of Ink song.
Oh, is it worth it? Can you even hear me?
Yes. Yeah. And my sister would play, is it worth it? Can you even hear me? And then over and over and over and over. And so I think we do it as adults too. But,
I do it as an
adorable.
adult, and that's Stupidify reminds me that I'm in the top 1% of Beyonce's new song. Like, you listened to it 10,000 times this year.
It's like a shaming almost.
Psycho.
But this is not, this woman says, who posted this, it's almost 1 million views. Miss Rachel is total poison. Parents should not allow their kids to watch her indoctrinating garbage.
What an idiot.
But it's a parody. And she's saying,
admitting, which this parody is not far off from.
Yeah,
right.
But a lot of the people in the comments are like, what the hell? Because nobody reads anything. And the notes are like, hey, this is a satirical creation. It's not from Miss Rachel, blah, blah, blah. Miss Rachel is definitely gets into world affairs and political stuff on her Instagram, but that one is not real. That is not actually
So I wonder,
real.
is it going to get down to a point where they have to, do a little fine print on pages like this, on videos like
satire
this?
stuff?
Like, by the way, you idiots, this is a parody. This is not Miss Rachel.
I think it's only just going to get worse
Is it not
and worse.
hurting Miss Rachel's brand if stupid people think that's actually Miss Rachel?
Maybe, because people would think that. There's definitely people in the comments who are like, I absolutely think this is real, who believe this. But I don't know. That's the tough part. Like, we're in such a bad spot with all of this fake stuff, and people get so angry about the fake things, and then you can go, okay, like, let's say that there's somebody who really, really dislikes Trump or something, right? And they'll go, did you see this? This is such an outrage. And you go, oh, actually, that's not true. Here's what's really happening here. And then the person will go, did you see this other thing? And it's just gish galloping, moving from one complaint to the next complaint to the next complaint to the next complaint. That's where we're at. And this is happening with everything all over all of these social media platforms nonstop.
Merry Christmas.
It's not great. It really isn't. But there's a lot of other stuff out there. So let's see what else we got here. I wanted to bring this up. A new robot. New robot just dropped. Let's see if it's better than the last one. And this
we
robot
kind of
is
liked the
called-
last one.
We liked the last one because it looked really drunk when it was trying to do the dishes late at night.
We liked the promise of the last one, but I don't think it was really delivering.
Not really, no. But this thing is called Xpeng, and their intro post was, "Hello, world. Iron is on track for mass production, bringing us closer to large-scale humanoid manufacturing by 2026. Iron is not just a machine, but a companion built with purpose. A new chapter of intelligence begins." And here's their robot that they have unveiled. Okay. Very, very humanoid looking. And it's got lights all over it. It's more skeletal than the Neo one.
Yeah, I think it needs the coat or whatever, the shirt.
Yeah, this one looks much more robot-y, like Westworld-y.
They also put it in that stupid room.
But the thing is, when you're looking at this, there's nothing that makes you think it's a human at all. You see like the pistons in the legs and all of the different parts of the robot. But what can it do? This is just it moving around and picking up things.
Oh, never mind. I know what it can do, gentlemen.
Sex robot? All right. It's got cameras on the face. This is just their promo video for the humanoids that they're releasing.
This looks like the intro to Westworld.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? It's so weird how fast this has become a thing, too. These are the newest ones that have popped out. Xpeng's robot. And they got, oh, God.
Let's go back to the old days. Come on. This is all we need.
I can't. That song has a particular spot in my heart for that because she must have.
Yep. It's like that neighbor I had with Christina Aguilera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's a great
Sean doesn't know what you're talking
song.
about.
Yeah, I remember the story you told about his neighbor playing that on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
But this was it's such a great song, and I liked it. But then, before too long, it's like, now I think I hate this thing.
That's the other worry. The other worry about like turning him on to songs that I like is that he makes me not like him.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I was very indifferent about the Witch Doctor song, even though
you didn't care about that one.
Even though now that because I also have to play them for him. If I sit down at the piano, he's like ooh-ee. Ooh-ee. That's what he calls it.
It's so funny because for me, if I do a drive-by and I see Jackson and you're playing ooh-ee, ting-tang, walla walla bang bang on the piano, I go, that's so adorable. And then you go, yeah, you have no idea what my life is like right now.
But I'm playing ASCAP fees now.
I can't take it anymore.
But when I learned that song and I was like, how has nobody come to cancel this song? The Witch Doctor song.
Well, what happened in there?
Is it because he's talking like a monkey?
No, it's about like the witch doctor gives him a spell over some woman so that she'll love him.
Baby It's Cold Outside witch doctor version?
It's not as rapey as Baby It's Cold Outside, but it's
thank God.
It's not super consenty either.
Not super consenty. All right. Okay.
Totally cringe.
Damn it. That song is going to be stuck in my head
really
at the end of the day.
They use it for the end of the show so we can just put it to bed, please.
I don't know if that's going to help. I honestly don't think it is, but we'll see. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from you. We'll get your feedback, which has been rolling in all show long, but I have very much just kind of ignored so far. We'll get that, and we'll also talk about SNL. They've had some drama going on after the latest show with Nikki Glaser hosting. What did she say that was so controversial? We'll dive into that and a whole lot more, and it's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
There's a crash getting cleared up, blocking the ramp from I-4 eastbound at Cayley Street on Florida's Turnpike 2. Right lanes are blocked southbound at that I-4 exit there. Move over and slow down if you see police activity or emergency crews on the roadways. The roadways are getting busy this afternoon, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hello, my friends. Question for you. Do you already have a mortgage quote, and are you wondering if it's any good? Well, stop wondering and work with that mortgage guy, Don. Studies have shown that less than 20% of people compare the first mortgage quote they get. So don't be a slacker. Get peace of mind. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com. That's where you can compare your quote. Click the button that says compare your quote. Upload said quote. And then that mortgage guy, Don, will tell you if it's any good. Simple as that. He's looking out for you. He's got your back. He's got your best interest in mind. And he's very easy to work with. So start the process today with an expert and a friend that you could trust. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with 0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with 0 down. Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Want to win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
Bad breath is a confidence killer. You can have the best outfit, the funniest jokes, but if your breath smells like what you just ate, that's all people remember. Most gums and mints just cover it up. It's like spraying perfume on dirty laundry. Zellman's Minty Mouth is different. It's the functional breath freshener you swallow. Clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions, because your breath should be as fresh as your food. Go to Zellmans.com. That's ZELMINS.com and use code RADIO for 15% off your first order. Zellmans.com.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining.
Hello. It is me. I'm tired. I say I'm going to get to bed early today, but we'll see. Did you guys see Nikki Glazer? I only watched. We started to watch it, then we got kind of sidetracked by stuff. I only watched the cold open, and I watched the monologue. But I only watched the monologue because I knew people were pissed at her. I saw it on Facebook this morning. Oh, Nikki Glazer with her jokes. And so I went to watch it, and I don't know. I wonder if I would have thought differently about it had I not seen the Facebook thing. Had I just went in blind, watched the monologue. I like Nikki Glazer. I think she's funny. I think she's hot and funny, which doesn't always go together. But I didn't think that the monologue was that great. It was fine. But I guess we're getting into that in a second here. So, who watched Nikki Glazer? Sunday morning, it made headlines, and I was like, oh, SNL was on. Her riding the mechanical bull skit was funny. See, I haven't seen any of the skits except the cold open, which was funny, doing the Trump thing about him being in there when that guy passed out. Monologue was way too long. They do that for stand-up sometimes. They give them extra time. But it's like, okay, maybe she didn't need the extra time. Like Chappelle they'll give him like 15 minutes for a monologue. But then the lesser knowns that don't really do stand-up, that they just have something written for them, usually get a lot less time, and then they beef up the skits. Famously, Seth Meyers told the story about how they were going to write something for Taylor Swift because she was like young and she was a singer, and they're like, what does she know about doing a monologue? And she came in and she wrote a song, and he was like, holy shit, that was way better than the stupid thing that we had written for you. And that was very surprising for them. Passing Out skit was epic. I look forward to seeing that. I did see something on I follow the guy that does Trump, and he posted something. Mulaney does get a lot of times. They tend to for the stand-ups. Man, why wouldn't you give them extra time? Mulaney can have all the time he wants. I love John Mulaney. Pete Davidson was on Update. You know what we haven't really talked about? I don't even think we talked about this on Secret Shows. But, how long till Cam Patterson drops the N-bomb? I don't know. It seems like he wants to. They let Nikki Glazer say tits. So, they've been throwing tits out there, like, on and off, semi-frequently. But speaking of Weekend Update, they wasn't really stolen or anything, but one of my roast jokes was almost verbatim told by Michael Che 2 days later on Weekend Update. And that I was proud of. Anyway, Time to go back.
LLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com.
Through the most viral stories of the day, and it's good to have you with us on a Monday here, no matter where you're listening today. It's very appreciated. Into the dispatches and emails, of course, momentarily. But over the weekend, there was some controversy. And, I mean, it's kind of good for SNL to have some controversy, I would say, mostly because if not for the controversy, nobody's really talking about Saturday Night Live this season. I haven't seen any sketches or digital shorts or anything take off. I haven't really seen anything just like completely land.
Property Brothers one was funny, but that might be my algorithm. Yeah, I thought it was very funny.
You know what I saw that I thought was this is so dumb, but I thought it was kind of interesting. Do you know that Michael Che does the Weekend Update segment and then goes home and watches the rest of SNL from home?
What?
Doesn't even go to the after party anymore?
No. He was posting himself watching from his house before the episode was over. Michael Che does Weekend Update, and somebody said, "Hey, how come he's not doing?" I might be wrong here, but I think they call
Good
it
Nights.
Good Nights.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say goodbyes. The Good Nights. So that's the end of SNL where the band is playing, and they all kind of wave at the camera and they hug each other. Good job, good job, good job. And Michael Che is not generally there.
Huh.
And people said, well, what's going on here? Why isn't he here? And somebody goes, oh, he's already at home. He does his bit and he leaves and he goes home and he watches the rest of the episode live. And I thought,
that's kind of funny.
What a move this is. I like this.
It's a boss move. I think they said that Norm Macdonald often left after Update, but he was going gambling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're like, Norm Macdonald would do Weekend Update and then hop in a limo and head to Atlantic City or something because he was just this degenerate gambler.
Oh, that's great. He was, and I like those little tidbits, but that's not what had people mad. People were mad, and I don't generally jump on the hey, is there some sexism going on here bandwagon? But would people be going after Nikki Glazer's SNL monologue if it was a dude telling edgy jokes?
Right.
I don't know. People, and when I say people, I mean these very same whiners, these perpetually offended, always political losers online that need to be bullied more. These are the people I'm talking about. It's not actual people in real life mostly. It's people who are well, I will tell you that this has gone too far. You talked about slavery and human trafficking. And I was hey, those things are real,
right?
And talking about them in the form of a comedian discussing things is one of many ways to have a conversation about things.
Correct. I watched the monologue this morning only because I did see that there was some controversy over it. I wanted to see what the big deal was. And at first it was she just made some comment it's great to be in New York City, Epstein's original island. and I was well, I sure hope that isn't the comment in question.
That's pretty funny.
Wait, she had a full incest bit, and no one commented on that?
I think that's part of what they were commenting on, the human trafficking and the pedophile stuff.
The line that got the loudest criticism, they're saying, again, I think most people just watch this stuff and they're it's either funny or not funny. She said, in my 20s, I feared good old-fashioned rape. I didn't think it would be a career. And she was obviously making a social commentary about a lot of things there, but she covered a bunch of ground. And in this, you have people, it's like the Daily Dot and these other outlets who always come forward with people were upset. And they go, who and why and what? And why do we care? Why do we care? So, either she was funny or she wasn't funny. That is literally the only thing that matters.
I wish I was saying this on Dull Mike before we got back. I wish I would have just watched it blind and not knew that there was something controversial about it. So I think that would have been my most accurate take on it because I did know that people were pissed about something, and I was really only watching it to see what. And I don't know, I didn't laugh a lot at it, and I don't know if that's because it wasn't funny or if because I was just watching it in a very like scientific way rather than just trying to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I watched it, and there were some, and I've seen this argument that it's like, you know, a guy could totally tell these jokes, but they're not letting the woman do it, and that's sexist. And I go, I don't know. There was one or two jokes that I think if a guy told it would be much worse. It would sound a lot creepier. Like the one where she was talking about like showering with her cousin or something, and like, what happens if I bang him? There was something that I thought, I looked back on it and thought, well, no, if a guy said that,
is this like something that we missed, or is like weird incestual? Did something big in the news happen that has to do with incest?
Not that I know.
Like, why
of.
is there so many jokes about it?
I think she was just going through her whatever her run up was, or like her intro.
They gave her a lot of time.
Episode.
It was definitely a long monologue. Like,
and the all stand up ones can be a little weird sometimes. So like that can stand out and not be great always.
Gillis's monologues have been very hit or miss.
Yeah, and the reaction from the crowd is kind of stilted on some of those. And so there's different things going on, but I always think like the people who complain about this stuff, just who cares? Who cares? Why are we giving them any attention? Why are we focused on them? It's like we still kind of live in this culture that values that squeaky wheel. And I say to hell with these people. I saw it so much this weekend that I'm just over it. I'm over the people that take every conversation and make it about like, you don't agree with me, and so therefore you're bad, or here's what my political takes are. It's like, dude, is it funny or is it not funny? That's it. Like, did she bomb or did she not bomb? Not like why you're offended. I don't even care anymore. I don't care about that part of it. And I don't think a lot of people do. I think most people just watch stuff and go, was this good or was that bad? That's it. That's what wins in the end of the day. Did you target the right audience or did you not target the right audience, right? Like those are the things that win in the end of the day. And Saturday Night Live needs some wins. So I don't know if this is going to help them out, but I happen to think she's pretty funny. Nikki Glaser is. Yeah. I think she's hardworking, always involved in something, always keeping herself relevant. So she's fine by me. And I just don't get butthurt over these things like normal people. I don't find a problem with it. Anyhow, let's see what we got here from you. As I said, we wanted to work in some dispatches, and then I'll play some of the other clips I've got held over. Somebody says about mailbox money. Ooh. And from Rochester, emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Just letting you know, I got my money from the Facebook class action lawsuit. Thank you.
I keep getting payments for it.
You got more than one?
I've had 3 so far.
How many times did you apply for it?
One time. Now, one was much bigger, but I've gotten like $4 and $3.
Really?
And $40. So I don't know how it works.
Courtney said she didn't get hers ever. She was upset about that. I said, I think
Maybe it's coming soon. Maybe you're getting the lump sum.
I think it takes a little while. I think it takes a little while for all of them to go out.
I got a for the AT&T Kroll settlement. Mm-hmm. I got an email about it.
What's the Kroll settlement? What's that?
Kroll is the attorney that's behind it.
Okay.
The law office.
Okay.
But,
was it like where AT&T, like your information was made public or something?
Yeah, but this was the one that's like people were getting at least $1,000.
Okay.
And I had already gotten my claim for that. And then I look it up and someone used my account number with a different name.
Oh, really?
Because I went to go claim it and they're like, this doesn't make any sense because this is with a different name. Blah, blah, blah. But it's the one to my email. So I guess be careful with that. Scammers have now entered the class action lawsuit era.
Well, I will say that it looks like you're good on the Facebook front because a lot of other people are saying they got a couple of small payments, like $4 here, $3 there and stuff. People on chat are saying that.
Something 4 days ago that says my claim is approved and my payment will be issued in the next 3 to 4 days, but I think I gave them the wrong Venmo, so I have no clue what's going to happen.
Jesus, C-Lane.
Other C-Lane is going to be so excited. The country singer. He's going to be like, I could have used it. I needed the extra money. Thank you so much, other C-Lane. Very nice of you. When we come back, we got, I didn't even get to a dispatch. Let me work in one or two, okay? We got enough time that we could do this. We definitely can. Here's John, who says he has a song for Jackson. Let's see if this is good. Maybe bad.
C-Lane, what you got to play for Jackson is a song on YouTube called I Can Only Count to 4. It's a parody of Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. But with the Muppets, it is hilarious and you will love it.
I have to see this now. I can only count to 4 is what
I think he would dig that.
Only. Oh, it comes up as a recommendation. I can only count to 4.
I can only count to 4.
I heard this.
I can only count to 4. I can only count to.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I can't lie to you. That's kind of catchy. That's why it's got 16 million views. Maybe that's Jackson's newest song.
Yes,
we'll see.
I would love to play him a song that just encourages him to scream
over and over and over.
I did get a Facebook payment.
Did you?
I've received a virtual prepaid card for $4.01. Son
Big
of
time.
a bitch.
Why did you have a direct deposit?
Big time.
I think they had to give me that because I gave them the wrong Venmo.
Here's Hailfire talking about the baseball cheating scandal.
Hi, News Junkie.
Hey.
What's crazy about the baseball betting
Yeah.
is that Emmanuel Clase was a closer for Cleveland and the last 3 years had over 40 saves and was likely going to get $100 million contract plus this offseason.
Oh.
So he basically traded $100 million contract for $5,000 in betting.
Oh, my God.
What an idiot.
Wow.
That's what I was
is
going to say.
unbelievable. And why is he so desperate for that? If that's the case, these baseball players make good money. He's a pitcher, for God's sake. Maybe that's, I am going to stay far away from that and the taste of ink. I have to.
I already had a friend of mine immediately turn off our show and listen to that song. So I need to get in the car. I need to listen to the whole thing so I can be productive the rest of the day.
All right, when we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
And it was pretty common, I guess, to walk into a Y and see dudes naked.
Hello, nurse.
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Everybody,
Report is brought to you by Mills Air.
thank you for hanging out today. It's much appreciated. If you could do me one tiny little favor, just hit that like button. Hit the like button on the YouTube stream. It helps spread the word. It's easy for you to do, and I really, really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it. So hit the like button on the stream if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're new around here. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m., 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day, Eastern Standard Time. The stream is right here and waiting for you. Rate the show. Rate the show out of 10, friend. 10 out of 10 is a real winner. 1 out of 10 is a loser.
Our farm is where we live.
Rate the show out of 10.
It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local.
And then I got to get today alert.
Florida, the homegrown.
8.5. A 7.5 says Coast City.
At Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse is on.
Sorry, you're on mute while we listen to I Can Only Count to 4.
Exclusive rebates.
11 out of 10 like today's date.
I kid you not, a truckload
8 out of 10.
Queen laundry machines.
Shatter of the day is me. I made Wasson say wiener twice.
Especially in
All
Central
right.
Florida where you can't find
10
it anywhere.
reused airport meltdown clips out of 10.
Commercial grade, long lasting.
10 out of 10.
It's surprisingly quiet. So
Definitely a 10 since you like my idea.
Now is the time. Visit Southeast Steel.
10 out of 10 depending on who Shatter of the day is.
Go right to the warehouse. Downtown Orlando.
Shatter of the day.
At Southeast Steel.
They said he couldn't do it.
Steel.
They told him not to do it,
He sent you.
but he did it anyway. And that's why he's our Chatter of the Day, Jeremy on YouTube. Congratulations. Ain't nobody better than you. 8 naked bowling balls out of 10. All right, I got to get Today I Learned. I'll be back, and then I want to see what you got. Hello?
and it couldn't even cost
Yeah. She loves those toys so much.
Don't put yourself in the driver's
Okay, everybody.
A message from the Florida Department of Transportation.
Godspeed. Keep being the brilliant you that you are.
Our transplant experts are using new
Let's see what Forrest's got over here. Something genius, I'm sure. If you want to hire Forrest, he's available. Great video. I mean, amazing, impeccable video work. Life-changing video work for your business. Absolutely true.
MayoClinic.org/possible.
What do you got?
You know where to go.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining, services, stuff you're already buying, all for less. And you could score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you. Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining, services, stuff you're already buying, all for less. And you can score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you.
That's so good. Yeah, that's good, right? I think it looks slick.
I will lay it on the floor, thirds across.
Yeah.
And then export it and send it to you.
And that's going to be the full
It's
thing?
just the full uncut. And then Ross's part has to get cut out. What you can do is like,
and in some of those cases, the very first
I could put the
fade out the parts, so like, here's Ross's opening
and make
thing.
sure your heart is in good shape.
Fade out when he
Remember,
pulls
free
up.
heart
Just
scan.
fade out. I don't know if you know how to do that.
I can, yeah.
It's probably really easy.
Also, while you're there, please.
If I run into any problems, I'll tell you about it.
We might want to do one adjustment way or colors so they're all across the board.
Simply
Okay.
Because like I have this shot's different from the other ones.
That's it. Pound 250.
Yeah.
Okay.
There, baby.
I think it looks awesome. The
Try
mind
to get the
is
couch
great.
shots more too. So I'm gonna scrub real quick and find shots where people are laughing.
And then I could just pin that other stuff on the front of it and then put like credits on the back of it.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to put that new junkie thing together?
I can send it to you.
Junkie guy or whatever?
Yeah, yeah. All right, folks. See you later. Have a good day. Keep being you.
He was ignored by the insurance company and left to suffer. But we didn't let that happen. We fought and recovered $1 million. If the insurance company is turning its back on you, we're here to stand by your side and fight for the justice you deserve. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
Bring some holiday cheer with the network that knows what you really want. Take your phone to your local Total Wireless store, and we'll give you one line for just $25 a month. Celebrate more for spending less. The holidays just got a lot better. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. For new single-line customers who activate on a BYO device on the Total 5G Unlimited plan, requires auto-pay enrollment to receive the full discount, which applies the month after enrollment. Available online and in Total Wireless retail stores. Requires a compatible unlocked device and SIM. Check compatibility at TotalWireless.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of
Dime Patrol! The RC Hill Mitsubishi Dime Patrol!
Sir, are you aware that it's a crime to pay more than a dime? Now, I told you fellers before, they got to pay up. Not at RC Hill Mitsubishi. into land and Ocala. Right, RC?
Correct. All you need is one dime down. Acres of vehicles for under 20 grand.
New ones?
Yes, and you get a lifetime warranty. We work with all types of credit. We have banks and local credit unions to get you the best rates.
On new and the best pre-owned.
Well, I reckon it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Even new Outlander SUVs with 0% financing for 60 months.
One dime down. Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi.
In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4 DeLand and Ocala. RCHill.com.
RCHill.com.
Time down $535 a month, 72 months, 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyers.
New at Lowe's, ProBlock Quick Dry Primer. Expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast, lock stains, and go on smooth for virtually flawless results. Available now in oil and water-based. Grab yours today at Lowe's.
Real Radio 104.1.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the News Junkie.
Make the cut. We will not be doing those things. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday. Are we really that far behind right now? What happened here? How do we get so behind today? The Taste of Ink did it to us. Son of a bitch. That's what brought us here now. Let's fast forward to the end. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Monday, November 10th, 2025. Tough one here. Today I learned this wrestler. He was a governor of Minnesota.
Jesse Ventura.
That's right. Following the election of Jesse Ventura as the 38th governor of Minnesota, they had bumper stickers that said, "My governor can beat up your governor," all across the state, which is pretty catchy at the time. He did a lot of stuff around then that went pretty viral. Today I learned Domino's planned to add a dot on their logo, the Domino logo, for every new place that they open. And then they realized that they were growing way too fast and expanding way too quickly, and they could never keep putting those dots on.
Where
the
on
logo.
the logo?
Like where the Domino's, I think it's like 2 or 3 of them that show on the logo. I haven't seen it in a long time, but they could only hold a couple there before they really ran out. Today I learned this show right here. Seinfeld. That's right. Seinfeld had difficulty reaching global audiences. Now, it was popular in Latin America, in Germany and France and Italy and the Netherlands, but in some other cultures, the comedy was seen as too complicated and too word-based, and it didn't work in markets like Japan, which would be funny. I would watch a Japanese. I would absolutely, positively watch a Japanese.
Airplane peanuts.
I would tune into that every time. Today, you can detect the heartbeat of a blue whale from 2 miles away. I just wanted you to know.
I can do it from 3.
A blue whale's heart is about 60 gallons of blood pumping with every single beat. Whoa. Just so you know. And finally, today I learned this band right here. That's right, yes, indeed. Today I learned the lead singer of the band The Used, Bert McCracken. He originally found fame in his first band called I'm With Stupid. It didn't really catch on, but The Used did. Why? The Used caught on because they were on the Osbournes. He was dating Kelly Osbourne at the time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show?